Hello, hello. Good morning. Let's get our Friday started. It's Friday, yay. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much. If we could get started booping that screen, sharing the live out, try and have some conversations today, see how that goes with this background. If not, we'll just restart with the other one. But we'll see what we get to. Hi, Casey. Guys, come on in. Let's get this morning started. How's everybody doing on this Friday? It's kind of my test to see if TikTok likes this background. If they don't, we'll start over. They might not like it. It might be a TikTok thing. Thank you guys so much for doing your heart me's. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Just reading through his executive order on homelessness, and it's gross. Nobody's shocked. It's what he said he was going to do, right? Force them into camps. Why am I still delusional? Delusional about what? We can talk about it when we get to 2,000 likes. What did Obama do? Obama what? And Clinton what? Lock them up if they found something. I'm doing good, D Money. How are you? I'm excited it's Friday. Blah, 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 Virginia. Yeah, I know. It's easy to do that when you don't want to talk about things, huh? How is he a traitor? What crime did he commit? I'm sorry to hear your dad's in the hospital. I hope that he's doing better, and I hope that he gets better. I know, Peabody. It does sound a little bit like Germany. Lucifer, I'm not a Democrat. Not a registered Democrat. We can come talk about it. You guys get in the box. Hi, Fickleus. Dark Matter, good morning. Good morning, my friends. He's the best choice. That's why you're still supporting him? Because he got the job. So why are you still supporting him? Oh, I forgot you did go somewhere, didn't you? Oh, I need to hold on. I see my work wife, and I'm off my game here. I need to put my backup on. We're in Detroit. Okay, let's put that on. Bring up work wife and say good morning, and then we can talk to Justin, who's in the box. Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing the capitalism, but I'm taking a side quest to Five and Below.
Ooh.
This is a bad place for me, but I think I'm
no,
gonna
it's
do a
dangerous.
little. I'm gonna do a little picnic date with Manny for work. So
Aww.
trying to figure out some cute things to get for it. So if you guys want to help that, like always, you can tip your host and tip your co-host.
I always want to say tip your waitresses.
Yep. Tip the hostess with the mostest and tip the side hoe.
We love that. All right. Let's get started this morning. Justin, how are you today?
Hello.
Did you vote for Trump?
No, I'm just up here to say that he's disgusting. Sorry.
Nope, you're fine. I absolutely agree. He is disgusting. And he's running from something, isn't he?
Sure is.
I'm not Sarah Silverman's sister. No. Did you have a sister?
I didn't know that.
Hi, guest. How are you?
Hi, doing great.
Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Why are you still supporting him?
Because he's a great president. He's doing everything I wanted him to do.
Like what? Name one thing.
He's making all these trade deals. He's bringing in
What trade deals?
with Japan and all these countries. Anyway,
That one's not signed, right? They don't have an effective date on that yet.
he's completing them all. But
It's
anyway,
not, there's no effective date yet. They don't know when that's going to supposedly start.
okay, and he's bringing in tariffs.
No, what other deals?
What do you mean, what other deal? All these countries, all the countries.
What countries? What
Wait.
other deals?
You need to watch. You need to watch the news.
I don't watch the news, but I read it.
You read it. You need to watch and read.
What other deals? I should
Do
be able
you
to find
watch?
them.
Do you watch Fox News?
Absolutely not.
I could tell. Do you watch Newsmax?
Absolutely not.
No, I can tell. It shows.
Why would you watch those? You know those are super right leaning, right? And where have they shown proof of
You
deals?
said right.
That's crazy. You unalived 3 birds with like 1 stone.
They tell the truth. Fox News tells the truth.
Oh, you're just a
There's Fox
troll.
Entertainment.
Come on, okay. What else can we talk about?
You're just a troll.
The
Do you have
tariff.
do you have anything of substance
What about
to talk
tariffs?
about?
Okay, don't you think tariffs are better?
Who pays for tariffs?
The what?
Who pays for tariffs?
Everybody.
No, what is a tariff?
Well, that's the whenever the people from overseas sell in our country, they pay. There's going to be more. They have to pay tariffs on it.
No,
And then,
a tariff
okay,
isn't. No, a tariff is an import tax. So the
yes,
companies importing goods from other countries pay that.
yes, yes,
That's not what you said.
yes. Okay. Now,
So then,
let me ask you something.
does that cost get passed down
Yes, it is.
to us, right? So who's paying the tariffs?
Yes, it is. Everybody.
No,
Yes.
I know he's a troll.
Yep. No, 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 no.
Yes, yes,
Let me teach you something.
You're not going to teach me anything. I
Look
promise
at
you.
people that work and pay income taxes from their paychecks.
Uh-huh.
Okay. How many people paid their fair share?
Not the top 1%, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, definitely not.
Okay. But how many people do you think? What percent? Give me a guess.
I don't know. Give me the
Paid their
number.
fair share.
I'm a
Okay.
measly woman on the internet that doesn't know what she's talking about. Give me the numbers,
Okay.
He
please.
doesn't know what he's talking about.
30%, maybe 30% of the people pay their fair share when they go to work and they get taxes taken out. There's some people that get tax deductions and some people don't. A lot of people lie about their income. They don't claim everything.
I'm done with the troll. I would like to have real conversations today. Anyway,
Deport-
guys, while we wait.
Deport the illegals. Trump is the goat.
Jeremiah,
Trump is the
hold
goat.
on. I
Deport
will
the
talk
illegals.
to you in just a minute, Jeremiah.
You think this is another troll? I don't know what you think
Probably.
of that.
Good morning, guys. If we could get that screen booped up, let's get to at least 5,000 likes. Come on, I know we can do that. And then we can shoot for 10 after that. If you have not done your daily heart rate, please do so. I have the little TGIF gifts that you guys can do. Share out the live. I have my 100 goal today. It is 10 or a swan. To get rid of people that you don't want to listen to, unless it's all of you have to send 50 for that, which I have my little green and blue all up in
You have to send me 52 to boot me
in the
down.
namesake area. We have to be
Boot
very
me down
careful
too.
about
Send me
that.
$50 as well. That's also a new part of it.
Correct. We're adding interest as the day gets going. Jeremiah, how are you today?
I'm good. You?
I'm doing well. You obviously voted for Trump. Why do you still support him?
Because he's deporting Mexicans, and I hate Mexicans.
Just Mexicans?
Yes, just Mexicans.
Why do you hate Mexicans?
Because they've been on this land too long without consequences.
They've what?
They've been on this land too long without any
Who does
consequences.
this land belong to?
This is
America.
another troll.
America. America. Mexico is part of America.
Not anymore.
What do you mean?
You're not. I'm not doing that.
Why are people real?
Okay.
Hi Noah. How are you today?
Hi. How are you? How are you? How are
I'm
you
doing well. Did you vote for Trump?
I did not vote, but I definitely do support him. I'm 17
Why
years
did you
old.
vote?
Because I'm 17 years old.
Okay, well, you can't be on this live. You need to read TikTok TOS. Gotta be 18, babe. Dennis, how are you today? Dennis?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
yeah.
Okay. I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing well today. Did you vote for Trump?
Ugh, yeah, I did.
You don't sound too thrilled about that.
No.
So what's going on with that?
I just can't wait to the midterms. Yeah, like this is just oh my God. I guess I voted for the wrong reasons.
Why'd
Probably
you,
should.
if you don't mind me asking, why'd you vote for him?
Well, it was for immigration. Not towards the Mexicans.
Right, not the way Jeremiah
It's
said it, yeah.
right. It's not towards them.
Mm-hmm.
I voted because I was affected by Salvadorians, and
In what way?
that's because of the MS. I don't know if I can say this on live.
Right, okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
They
So,
affected you personally?
well, yeah, not personally, but a few of my friends, and one got actually killed. No, oh, unalived.
Unalive, yeah.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Sorry.
I hate having to talk like a
Saying
toddler
that.
too. It's no fun.
Yeah, but
Well, but do you
that's
like what he's doing with immigration right now?
not the way it's treated. These guys are treated horribly.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
No, not with ICE. I don't.
What state did you vote in?
California.
Oh. Did you vote down ballot?
Don't down. What do you mean? I'm
So
sorry.
like, no, you're fine. So like when we say down ballot, what we mean is like right here is where you vote for president, and then below is where you get to vote for your senator, your congressman, your school board, like local, everything that affects you personally.
Oh, up ballot
Oh, so you only voted for president.
for president mainly. Yeah, but I did the whole thing. But I voted mainly what was for the president. Yeah. So I
So
don't
you
know.
did vote for the whole thing. Did you vote Republican or Democrat on that?
Republican.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
The
you said
thing
you're looking
is,
forward to
I'm a
midterm.
I'm a big Biden and Obama fan. I'm Democratic that turned Republican for my personal revenge, and now it's all messed up. The whole damn
The
thing.
word revenge, I was checking out. What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you can admit
Revenge
that.
was because of the Barrio 18. Do you know what the Barrio
Yes,
18
I
is?
do. Yes.
I do.
That's revenge.
Right, but I mean, you're recognizing it, so I don't need to say it. You're recognizing the fact that they're going after people who aren't a part of that at all. They're revoking status so that they can get rid of people who have been here for years contributing to our society. I think unfortunately you were probably blinded by anecdotal things and that but you're in California, so it's not like it really mattered because California was
Right.
blue. But
Right.
I mean, I heard you say you're excited. You're waiting for the midterms, so I guess we can take that and see where we get to, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. But now I just heard that I can actually get deported because I was born on American soil.
Uh-huh.
I was born in Germany, so they probably that
On a base?
he can deport me. Yeah.
Okay.
Is this true that he could actually? He's going after people that are not born here.
He's
And
working on it, but no, you can't currently be deported. No.
He wants to.
he wants to, of course. But
No, I know,
okay.
Ari. He can't. That's not.
That's not something that it can be done, but he's trying to get it done through Congress
I
or
wouldn't
something
say
like that.
specifically in your case, no. Because you're born on a I'm assuming an air base or a military
Right.
base, and
Right.
so you would have a way to get your birth certificate that shows that you're still a U.S. citizen. So no,
Right.
I
But
would.
isn't he still going after U.S. citizens?
He's talked
Trying to
about
get
it,
their
but he's
SS
talked
numbers
about
out?
it, but he hasn't actually done anything yet for it. But he's talked about it.
I heard different. I heard the Puerto Ricans over in Florida, They got deported. A bunch got
I haven't,
deported in Florida. Is that
I'd
true?
have, I don't know. I'd have to look into that.
I haven't seen any instances, but I definitely will look at that. And Dennis, I appreciate your time, and I appreciate you saying that you are looking forward to the midterms, and you kind of seem to regret your vote. And so, I mean, definitely keep looking into that stuff. I will look into that. I have not heard anything about Puerto Rico. I mean, where would they be deported to? Detained, yes, detained. Puerto Ricans have definitely been detained, but
They'd be deported to Puerto Rico.
yes, the annexation of Puerto Rico.
Keep booping the screen, friends, and share out the live. Why do we only have 25 shares? And there are, what, 206 people in here? You guys can do better than that.
Goodness.
Holy delay, Batman.
1 second, I'm having technical difficulties. My headset just disconnected. Give me 1 second.
Nope, you're fine.
I don't like it when the apps turn on their cameras.
I was just gonna say. How are you today?
Okay. Alright, let's see again. Say hi.
Okay. Is that working? Maybe.
I want to turn off the camera when he gets back. I'm gonna do it. I don't care. He can bitch at me all he wants. I don't feel safe. I don't consent.
I'm just trying to have.
Ugly. Come on now.
That's not why. It's just
No.
as women, it's always kind of a red flag when like men ops come up and.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna rock it without the headset.
Sure. Did you vote for Trump?
No, I did not. I voted for Miss Harris.
Oh,
Well, have
well,
a good
thank you. I appreciate you. And
That still doesn't make me feel any better.
You got it faster than I did. I appreciate
Look.
you so much. Thank you. Yeah,
Look,
I am looking for opposition only to speak to Trump voters today.
Look, I need people to understand something. When an opposition or anyone comes up with their camera immediately on and I don't know who the fuck you are, no thank you. We've seen things if you've lived on the internet, Omegle. Ugh. What big breaking news has happened? I haven't seen anything this
There's
morning.
not much.
Besides Congress being on vacation a few weeks early, and then, you know what they have to decide by the end of September? A new budget. You know why? Because we don't want the government to shut down.
Right. That's going to be fun. It's like the big, beautiful bill mess, but like all over again. I knew that.
For real!
I knew that was coming. Yeah, there's stuff internationally, like Thailand and Cambodia. But it's not, I mean, it's hard because there's not much to talk about in the way of congressional stuff because they ran away. Except for we could talk about the fact that there was a subcommittee that was able to get a vote to subpoena the files in before they left. That was pretty funny. I listened to it because the Clay Higgins is like part of it, and he was like, they did a vote on should they or should they not, and him and who else was it? Cruz? I can't remember who it was. Him and someone else voted no on it, and they were like, the yays have it, and he was like, no, the no's have it. So then they have to do the fucking roll vote where they go each individual person, because like, why'd you try to lie?
I don't get that. Apparently in Missouri, I saw it on TikTok. I didn't dive in. Aww.
Hello.
Hi, how are you today?
My name is my age is 29 and I live in Alabama.
My name is 29.
We've interacted, I'm aware. What do you want to talk about today?
You remember me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Monica, you just made his day.
I know, unfortunately. I just have a good memory when it comes to profile pictures. It's not like
For free, Monica.
I changed up my ways now. I listened
In
to
2
what
days?
you said. Huh?
Ain't no fucking way.
I listened to what you said and I changed my mind.
What'd you
I
change your mind
support
about?
Kamala Harris.
Dude, that's not going to get you anything. I
You
hope
still
you know
can't
that.
even say her name right.
Kamala.
That's definitely
Nope.
not a name.
Kamala.
There you go.
What do you-
But that's not going to get.
What do you do
That's
for
not going
work?
to get you any action.
What do you do for
You know
work,
that?
Bjorn?
I don't want action.
Bjorn,
just
what do you
here.
do for work?
What do I do for work?
Mm-hmm.
I work in a warehouse.
Okay. Are you unionized?
No, I work for FedEx.
Oh, Okay. You did not.
Kamala, all the way.
What policies did you like of hers?
You know I'm kidding, right?
Yeah,
I
do.
know.
Yeah, that was pretty clear from the start. Everybody knew.
Donald Trump, baby, let's get
Why
it.
though?
Why?
though?
Huh?
Why?
He is God's gift.
Ew.
Jesus fucking Christ on
Did
a
you
cracker.
have you read your Bible, Bjorn?
Hey, don't say Jesus Christ's name in vain.
Have you read your Bible?
I'll read the Bible. Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, and Donald Trump is
I
my
don't think you read
motherfucking
it.
president.
What did Jesus say about adulterers?
What did Jesus say about
What did he say about who?
Don't nobody care, bro. That's fake news, dog.
What's fake news? That he cheated on his first wife with his second wife with his third wife, and his third wife with a porn star and a girlfriend?
Bro,
What do you want to talk about? Let's talk about it.
Jesus, bro, Donald Trump
What
didn't do
scripture?
none of
Let's
that.
go. I even have your guys' version, the one you guys like. What do I talk about? Jesus talked about what? Look, and they're yellowed
Jesus
out.
is my Lord and Savior. Donald
Mhm.
Trump is my president. Whether you like it or not, leave the country. I don't
Are
care.
you gonna
We
pay
won't
for me
miss
too?
you.
So Bjorn, I'm done with you today, but I do have my green and blue in my little bio area, and you can pay for me to leave, I'll leave. I have my Bible. Bible is also available in multiple versions online. If you guys don't know, if you want to talk about scripture, we can absolutely do so. I follow Red Letter Jesus a lot better than y'all do. Jesus,
Can you not tell me that Jesus isn't on a cracker? What's communion?
his the body of Christ.
Oh, not this one too.
Didn't they follow you around? Okay.
I don't get it.
How are you
not
today?
have a better hobby? I made him teacup.
DAD, how are you today?
I had to switch to Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay.
I'm good. But she's over there acting like I come in here every day. Relax.
Not every day, but it's maybe once a week.
Yeah, I had to stop by and see what you guys are up to.
Sure. What do you want to talk about today?
That last guy was not ready for it. He said, "You guys are very serious in here."
Yeah, he's been doing that. He keeps reaching out my DMs too. So.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Unfortunately for him, I've been married for 15 years and also have no interest in men beyond my husband.
Yeah, but it's still nice to get. I don't know. For guys, we don't get really no.
It's not
that's
though.
good.
But for women, unsolicited compliments from men are not something we want.
It's probably weird, yeah, for people to get in your DMs. The Russia. What do you got up here? Russia.
I've got Trump yelling Russia with
With his
hiding.
finger out. These these are great. I mean, yours is not the best right now, but some of the AI ones.
Yeah,
I'm not mad.
I put this one in. I put the information in on this one to make it. Yeah.
You got the list behind his back. Oh shit. He's on the Russia stuff right now. Were you guys talking about something before I came in?
No, not really. We can talk about that if you want to. The fact that he is running from the EP files as fast as he can, which isn't very fast.
Well, it's your platform. I'd rather not talk about the e-files because that's all everybody talks about. But I'll do it.
I wonder
if you
why.
wanna do it.
Why are you trying to pivot away from the fact?
Why
that
are we
it's
talking about it so much?
right?
To me, it's just overkill. But I mean, if you want to, we can.
No, well, why won't he just release them then? It would make this go away.
That's probably not going to happen, but we'll see.
Why not?
But he campaigned on it. He said he was going to be the most transparent president. He was going to release it.
Well, if we're being honest, like the way they say, like, oh, he campaigned on it, like he mentioned it in passing like 3 times.
No, he was interviewed and specifically asked.
Yeah, exactly. And how many times? It's not like if we're just being honest, he didn't just campaign on that. That was literally.
I didn't say just on that, but that was a part of his
big
campaign.
That was a massive part of his campaign.
It wasn't a massive part, but
Yes,
that's fine.
it
We could agree
was.
to disagree. Then show me the proof that was a massive part.
I can't agree to disagree with someone who lives in delusion.
Okay, well, I've been living in delusion. I like it in delusion land. So
I mean, at
And
least
that's
you
the
admit it.
problem. And that's the fucking
know?
problem. The fact that you're cool with being delusion is crazy.
crazy. Well, anyway, so I don't think I don't think that was a majority, but like I said, you can
It doesn't
disagree.
matter. He mentioned it in general, and now
He did
he is
mention it.
running from it. Why is he running from it?
He mentioned it. I don't even know that he's running from it. I think that it's
Then why
just.
are we talking about Russia again?
Well, he was talking about that. He talked about that before even we talked about the
No, but why is he now implicating Obama in something regarding Russia now? All of a
Maybe
sudden.
to me, I think it's a petty move because he's petty. He probably got tired of people getting on him, and he's like, you know what?
So
Okay,
he's
I was gonna-
running. You're
I was
right.
gonna
He
be
did
nice.
get tired of people getting on him, and he's now running. Yeah, you're right. Deflection, detraction.
Oh, I don't know. It's running. I think he's just petty. I think it's less
No.
genius than that. I think he's just petty, and he's
Oh
like,
no, he's
okay.
not. No, he's not a genius by any means. He just has done deflection for so long.
Well, I seen the interview where I think he was in front of the lawn or something. They asked him, and then he said, "Well, I wasn't going to do anything about this. I wasn't going to." But you know what? He's finally kind of like saying, "I feel like it today. Like I'm gonna do it today." Yeah.
Yeah,
we're
why
gonna-
today? Very specific timing. If they knew this in his first term, why didn't they release it then?
I don't know. The same reason I don't know why they didn't release this stuff when they could have used it in the election to beat him. I don't know why.
What stuff?
This stuff we're not supposed to talk about on TikTok. The E stuff.
Biden did release a lot of the E stuff, actually. Most of the stuff that was declassified about the E stuff was under Biden.
No, but I'm saying
Specifically, some sort of list that is supposedly out there. No, that didn't get released. And I will say, like I have been saying, is that there's probably other people on the left or donors or whatever also on that, implicated in that. And that's probably why they didn't release it. I don't care. I want them all to come down. But why isn't Trump releasing it if he's not on it? He keeps maintaining he's not anywhere involved in it, and yet he won't release it.
I'll say this because I've said it on other lives, and just to humor you. I mean, I don't like to speculate because if there's not a list, there's not a list. But we'll just say to humor it that okay. Let me just finish my point. It's quick. I don't talk forever. But what I'd say is, let's just say there is this list. Like, do you think that that they're gonna throw the elite or the oligarch under the bus and maybe cause mass shit going on in the world? Like, you think they're gonna do that just for some people in social media that want to know we need to listen? They're not
It's his
gonna.
voters.
That's not gonna
voters.
happen.
But no, don't minimize it. These are women and children
Right.
and young
I'm not
people.
minimizing it.
You
I'm
are.
just-
You're saying
You are
no.
actively.
You're saying
You are
what Patrick
actively-
Bet David is saying.
So you don't feel
Patrick-
the same? It's
No.
not an excuse.
No, you are saying what Patrick Bet David is saying, which is basically that it will topple what we have as a governmental system, so we shouldn't actually release it, which to me is disgusting, because if our foundation of our government is held up by the harm of children, we should crumble it down and start over.
Well, first, let's not over exaggerate. I don't know it's held up by that, but it's the truth that
Why
could
won't they
be-
release it then?
That could be it. I just told you that could be it. I'm not even sure that there is a list, but I'm saying
That's-
humoring you.
I'm
that-
not either, but there are
And I'm not
files
saying that's
with names in
okay.
them.
I'm not over here saying I have children. I don't think it's okay, but I'm being a realist and I just don't see it coming out.
No, you're not being a realist. You're
Yes.
content with the ideology of pushing away accountability
You're fine
and then
with it.
minimizing.
I'm
And
not
by
fine.
minimizing,
I'm
by
not fine with-
minimizing
Oh
it,
my goodness!
by
Don't yell at me.
minimizing it, I don't know how many times I have to say the same word over and over again for you to shut the fuck up. By minimizing it doesn't make it any better.
Shutting the fuck up now. Sorry.
But why? Here's my thing. I think that finding out if high-profile politicians, donors, celebrities, whatever you want, are implicated, I'm not saying a list, are implicated, that's just meant to get people in, are implicated in some way in regard to connection with Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, I think that stuff should be released, and I think that's a lot more important than accusing Obama of treason that we have no proof of.
Well, I'm not accusing Obama.
No, I know you're not. I know you're
Yeah.
not. I'm trying to get you to understand that the Trump administration right now, their focus is to bring up Obama in every instance that they can where they're being asked questions about Epstein, to detract from the fact that that is a lot more important than them talking about Obama.
That's a valid opinion. Like, I'm not saying that couldn't be it, but I also conversely would say there's never been a president that since I've been alive, and I've been alive a while, that has even come close to letting any kind of behind the scenes secrets coming out more than this one now. Why
That's
he's
not true.
That's true.
That's true. That's
No,
true.
it's not.
He wanted to open all the files, the Martin Luther King, the Kennedy.
Which
Like,
his
I've
family
seen
didn't
that.
want.
Said they didn't
We've
want
seen that
it.
with another president trying to even go there. All these.
After no. Let's talk about the MLK thing for a second. Going against what his family has stated, not releasing the files, is not a cool thing to do, dude.
Yeah, they didn't want it. And it's been used to trash him.
You're missing the point. But anyways,
No,
I
No,
you're
because
missing
it's still
the
not
point.
transparent. Then why
it's
won't
not
so
transparent.
It's even worse. Because then I got you, Adi. Because then literally, why is he releasing all of those but specifically not this one?
I don't know that he's not trying to, because he just said, okay, let me ask you this. Even if let's look where we're at now. Even if, like he said, I want the jury testimony on there, are we really gonna believe? Because they could pick and choose. Really, they could just pick out parts that they want and show us. Like, are we really gonna believe anything that comes out of it if there is something? Honestly,
So you're
are you
saying
gonna
he
believe it?
lies?
No, I'm asking you, are you gonna really believe it? Your side, just be honest. Like, we can have a discussion where we agree on something. Are you gonna
It
believe
depends
anything
on what it is. It depends on what it is and how it's released. Because we can
if it
talk
doesn't
about, for
incriminate
instance,
him? If it doesn't incriminate
I'm
him,
going
are
to give
you?
you an example. Pam Bondi said that they released the raw footage of the cells and that a minute was missing. And a minute was missing because a minute is missing on that same time frame every single night, which should be a problem in way of your security camera footage. If it's doing that, that's not good. What we found out actually, as people looked at the raw data, it was not the raw data. It ended up being 2 to 3 minutes that were actually missing, not 1 minute. And it was not the raw footage. It was downloaded through like Java or something like that through that. So it wasn't actually the raw footage from start to finish. So we already know that they're lying about things that they are releasing.
So how are we going to be satisfied as a people, or you're left? Like, how are they going to be satisfied?
I'm not
That's
looking
all
to
I'm
be
saying.
satisfied. My thing is that he made a promise to the most conspiratorial among his base in order to get votes from them. And the problem with conspiracy theorists is the lack of evidence to them equals more evidence. And so I don't know that they're ever going to be happy. But the fact that he is obfuscating from it as much as he is, if you want to talk about pettiness, to be honest, the left is just being petty. We know he was implicated in some way, shape, or form. We've known this for decades, people on the left. His base has been living in some sort of land where they don't believe so, I guess. I don't know. And now they're starting to see the light because of how far he's running from it.
Okay, but your base is the main ones that's putting it out on social media.
Of course, if he's going to run from it, we're going to make it in his face 24/7 until he does something about it. Absolutely.
Why don't you want to hold your own party accountable? Why don't you want to hold your own party accountable?
Go ahead, Aspen.
Maybe I was going to say it. No, let's just say that that's true. Then that's perfect, because the next in 2028 we won't be hiring a Republican, will we? Because we got burned by this president. So you're going to be winning.
Right.
Like,
that's why I'm going to keep pressure on. Yeah, I'm going to keep pressure on
that's
about
no problem. I'm not mad at you for it. I just think it's like over talk now. Like we know it. You could keep talking about it to pressure.
What else should I talk about?
No, it's fine. I'm just saying you can keep pressing it because that's your agenda. That's fine.
Wait, no, I'm not going to let you slide off that easily.
To be fair, I've
I'm usually a pretty easy guest.
literally run this background just today. First time running the background. Every other thing I've talked about this last week was my regular background that you're used to seeing. And I've talked about immigration until I'm blue in the cheeks with people who don't understand the law. And I've talked about tariffs with people who think that the countries pay the import tax on our goods coming in. Like, I have the same conversations I always have. This is the first time I've had a real conversation about this.
Oh, Moni, and I'm not saying that it's all you, but you can agree that we see it all over social media. It's the majority of
Because
what's
he's running from it. Yeah.
Holding someone accountable.
That's fine.
It's holding someone accountable and not minimizing the fact that he was mutuals with someone that harmed young women and children. We wouldn't need a goddamn list if we actually just believed people in the fucking first place.
Sure.
I'm not mad about it, Olive. If you want to do that, that's fine. I'm not
I'm not mad
saying-
about it either. I don't know why you're assuming I'm mad.
You're still
Okay.
you're still supporting
Yelling at me,
Trump.
I don't know. I do. I still support him. I have to stand on what the decisions I make. It's the same way I went to prison. I can't say, well, no, I didn't really deserve that. Like, no,
No, but that's not the same thing. Saying you don't deserve it. Saying you don't deserve it versus understanding you made a mistake that landed you in that situation are two different things.
I'll tell you this, Moni. If stuff comes out because we're only in 6 months in this term. You have my word. If stuff comes out that kind of stuff, oh, you will see me switch. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna
You
stand.
saw it
I'm not
in
gonna stand
May.
by it.
It was out in May. It
I'm
was out in fucking May.
relax, Olive. I'm just
No,
saying.
shut the fuck
No,
up. It was
here's my
out in
thing.
fucking
You're not going
May.
to tell her to relax. I take your deal. When stuff's released, come back here and tell me you switched.
It was out in fucking May.
If ever released,
I
because he's
don't
hiding.
get it.
Like, I don't
I
understand this.
actively-
It's over talked. The talking points used too much. Why wouldn't I talk about the thing that's at the forefront of our news, which is the fact that the president of the United States, who should be working on the betterment of the American people, is hiding from something that could be so easily debunked if he keeps claiming he's not implicated in any way.
The list was out in fucking May. We know.
And Bondi said she had it. They were scouring the files. I won't say a list. Like, here's my thing. Like I said, I keep putting that is bait to get you in. I don't know that there's necessarily a ledger, a list, or whatever. Are there files in which his name is implicated? Yeah, we know that. The Wall Street Journal came out with that. Who's leaking it? I have theories, but we don't know. Adi, I will take your advice. We won't say his name. We'll just say E or whatever.
Again, I will never, ever, 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 ever fucking understand why the right will never hold their own fucking accountable. You will sit there until you're blue in the goddamn face to defend a PDF file, but God forbid we want fucking healthcare for all.
Well, I mean, and they do it with everything. It's not just this. Like, how many times with the economy have they come up and said, well, when that starts happening, I'll come up and say that I've switched. Or when it comes to immigration, if they start deporting immigrants or U.S. citizens or start detaining U.S. citizens, when that happens, I'll come up and say I've switched sides. Like, you guys just move the goalpost further and further down the road so that you don't have to admit that you made a mistake. It is okay to say you made a mistake. I'm not going to rake you over the coals for it. I just want you to use critical thinking. You don't have to be a Democrat. You don't have to be an independent like me. You don't have to be a leftist. I just need you to start critically thinking about anything. Look at me and say, never thought about it that way. Let me look at it. Or say, oh my gosh, she's absolutely crazy. Let me look at it. Either way, please just critically think. That's all I'm asking you to do.
If you consider what I'm doing a crash out, I hope to God that nothing ever happens to someone you love and care about.
Yeah,
because
how
I don't
dare
know why
we.
more people aren't fucking furious about this shit.
Yeah, how dare we have passion for the fact you guys didn't believe the children in the first place, the women in the first place.
We wouldn't need it if people would just believe the first fucking time.
R.I.P. Virginia Guthrie. Brandon, how are you today?
Good. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing well. Did you vote for Trump?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Did you vote at all?
Yeah, I did.
Who'd you vote for?
Kennedy.
Oh, 40
okay. Gross.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
a whole other mess of gross.
Voting for Deep Throat Sandpaper McGee is just as bad. Again, this is where I've always stood, right? You guys will constantly defend PDF files, but God fucking forbid we want to raise the fucking minimum wage, you lose your shits. Yeah. God forbid we want Medicaid for all, you guys lose your fucking minds. I don't get it. Am I the problem?
What?
Yeah, can we just have a real conversation
about what? You didn't vote.
You voted for a man that's doing shit
come
for the
on,
health
let's
and
not
human
Olivia.
Okay, hold on.
Let's just talk for a minute. Okay. Can we realize the real elites, the people who own Vanguard, Rothschilds, and BlackRock? Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, we're not doing that today.
Conspiracy theorists, my fucking...
No, it's not even that. It's full on just anti-Semitism. We're not doing the anti-Semitism. Not doing it. Get some help.
Stop it. Get some help. The whole conversation...
You know what Midol is just Excedrin. Like...
Oh, that reminded me. I should probably take some.
Well, somebody in the comments said too, somebody needs to take a Midol, and I know they meant it condescendingly, but like it's not an insult. Midol is like just Excedrin. I don't know why you're like freaking out.
JW, come up. You're saying a lot in the chat.
Let's see. We've got someone in here. Hi, Lakin. Freedom, how are you today?
I'm doing fantastic. How you guys doing?
Doing pretty well. Did you vote for Trump?
Of course.
Okay, and why are
there wasn't really anybody else to vote for?
Sure. Why are you still supporting him?
In fact, I think he's done better than anybody expected. I mean, between
With what?
balancing the budget and bringing world peace and
Balancing the budget. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about balancing the budget.
he's increasing the economy. He's increasing jobs,
No,
bringing
no.
a trade
Balancing the
deficit.
budget. I want to talk about balancing the budget. Where'd he do
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Where has he balanced the budget?
So there's the budget deficit, and then there's the budget debt, right? Our debt is reaching what, $34 trillion. And the only way, by the way, this is an economic thing that you guys need to learn up on, but the only way to get out of that debt is to grow the economy. So as a percentage, as you grow the economy, the United States has never been more successful when it's taxed at less than 18% of GDP.
Where's that?
When Trump came into office,
Show me
it
that,
was
'cause
being
that's not
taxed
true.
at 22.
We know that that's not true.
22% of GDP.
We know that
So
that's
he
not
lowered the
true.
tax rate, which is going to grow the economy, increase tariffs, and the trade deficit is shrinking, and the amount of money from
making shit
external
up
revenue
now.
sources are balancing the budget. Hey, you asked
If
me to
you're
answer
not-
your question.
No,
I'm
you're
trying to give
you're
you-
not answering my questions, and I'm not going to deal with the mansplaining of you not answering my questions. I asked you to show me where in history that being taxed under an 18% showed a boom in our economy, because we haven't seen that. We had a huge boom in our economy at one point in time. What was the effective tax rate then?
This is your friendly reminder to people who didn't vote at all. These people have a louder voice than you do when it comes to our government. I want you guys to understand that. These people who come up on here and make themselves look like a fool are the people who have a louder voice than you do.
Nick, how did Trump bring down inflation? And what is inflation right now? G-Man, how are you today?
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you
Hi.
for accepting my request. I'm new to TikTok, and I don't know all the rules and stuff like that. But my political affiliation is no party affiliation, NPA, and no, I did not vote for Trump.
Okay, who'd you vote for?
I voted for Kamala, and
No, you didn't. There's no way in hell you did. Because you didn't say her name right. I'm convinced, like, there's no way.
You know,
Nick,
look,
yes, it was 9%. When? A very specific month and a very specific year, and why?
here,
He
Nick,
didn't
the only
bring
way
it down from 9%.
Nick, the only way you can come up and have that conversation is if you grow enough testicle fortitude to come up. I ain't dealing with that shit today. Ain't no way. It is fucking hot as balls out.
No, thank you. You're not coming back up. Go away. Okay, let's see. How did he bring it down? It's down from where he started, but how did he bring it down? And even then, not really, because, he only started halfway into January when it was 3.0, so I guess fully within his scope of presidency, you'd give it to him in February, which was 2.8. We're at 2.7, so... Which is where economists want us to be, in between 2 and 3%, but he didn't do anything for that, and it's not a good sign that it's starting to rise up.
Do you remember in the beginning of C19, the gummy globes that were trending on TikTok?
No, I don't know what that is.
No, you don't remember these? The gummy globes?
I don't think so. I must have been on a different side of TikTok.
Maybe I had a problem. I don't know.
Guest, how are you today?
Doing good.
Did you vote for Trump?
Yep.
Okay, why are you still supporting him?
Actually, going back to what you just said a second ago, one of the first things Biden did when he got into office, which made me decide to vote for Trump in 2024,
Mm-hmm.
was him trying to go green when he got into office,
How do you do
slowly
that?
but surely raising oil prices. When he knew there was a deal, I assume he knew about the deal that Trump had put in place with
What
OPEC, or
was that
at least
deal?
I assume his advisors had informed him of that.
What was that deal?
The OPEC deal that Trump had with keeping oil prices down during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
You're referring to that deal?
Yep. What's it
Yeah.
called?
And then Biden, in
What was
his
it called?
wisdom,
What
thought
was
it
the
would be a
deal?
good idea.
What was the deal
Oh,
called?
I don't know the name. I forget, what is the deal called?
OPEC plus 2020.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
even.
and then Biden, in his wisdom, thought this is a good time for us to go green when it comes to oil and oil production.
Did the Green New Deal get passed?
No, but that doesn't mean Biden didn't try to make moves to try to go
With what?
towards a
What
greener
legislation?
executive orders. He removed a lot of the executive orders
On
to
what?
do more contracts with drilling and things like that. Basically gave a
No,
negative
we no
speculation
we gave out
to
more
oil
no
production.
we gave out more drilling permits under Biden than any presidency in history.
Didn't we?
Whatever you want to call it, he gave a negative
wasn't
perception that
wasn't Biden like the we had like the largest amount of crude oil under his administration or something like that? Huh?
Yep,
Crazy.
we were drilling the most.
we did after he reversed course to fix the problem that he caused. Yes.
He didn't cause any problem. What happened was the OPEC.
So
2020
you're saying just to understand.
Still speaking. Wow, wild. That's crazy. What happened was the OPEC 2020 plus deal expired. But the thing is that they realized that once everybody was back on the roads, they would pay whatever they needed to pay because people need gasoline, and so they just kept the prices high and didn't bring them back.
And so him saying that he was going to go green and basically making the moves that he did in the beginning of his presidency had no effect whatsoever on
How would
how
that
oil
affect gas prices?
speculation.
How would that affect gas prices?
Speculation. The executives of oil companies saw
That's not
that he
Biden's fault.
basically put this
That's
out
not
there.
Biden's fault.
So you're saying that the fact that oil went up after he said this, specifically after he made the announcement that he was going to do this, is literally around the time just to give you a time frame.
When did he make that announcement? Because then I can
All
look at
you
the
need
oil
to do,
prices from then on.
oh yeah, sure. It's around the same time he was also closing down the pipeline, which the pipeline didn't have any effect as far as that goes.
What's the pipeline's
Let me
name?
stop
Let's do
you
this.
right
Let's
there
do
because
this. I
I
haven't done
know
this
you
one in a
clued.
while. What's the pipeline's name?
Oh my
Look around.
What's the
You
name of
can
the
ignore.
pipeline?
Listen. Let me
What's the
hold
name
on.
of the
Don't
pipeline?
spurg on me.
No, what's
Don't
the name of the
spurg on
pipeline?
me. Just look around the time he canceled
What's the name of the pipeline?
Swear to God,
I forget what is it? I don't know. It's been a while.
Keystone XL
You know which one I'm talking
Keystone
about,
XL
right?
pipeline. When did it get shut
There you
down?
go.
Did
Yes.
you say a slur? Okay.
Forget the pipeline.
So guys, in case we didn't know, although we know because we've had to talk about this for the last 3 motherfucking years, the Keystone XL pipeline got in trouble and was stopped by the Montana courts. The Montana Supreme Court stopped it because it was going through indigenous land.
In 2018, and then
2018.
Biden fully pulled off the permits.
So there was a permit still issued, but since it was shut down by the Montana Supreme Court, our SCOTUS just refused to take up the case. So it's their verdict stands, right? Their decision stands that it was going to stay shut down. The permit is just sitting there, meaning that contractors on that permit could not take up new jobs. They didn't know where they were sitting at. So all that he did was he canceled the permit of a project that was already shut down, so that he could then release those contractors to take on new permits. That's all he did. Yeah, he just pulled the permit so they could go drill somewhere else.
I can't. Keystone XL pipeline, my fucking ass. I can't.
If you know about the OPEC deal, you could. I didn't hear him say that, Adi. I didn't hear him say that. If I would have heard him say that, I absolutely that, which is why I dropped him. Because no, we don't refer to being on the spectrum in that way anymore. Don't know if you know that.
Was it the word I think it is?
It was but I guess it was like a shorthand for it. But if you look at the OPEC plus 2020 deal, that was a deal he made, which I've listened to things about it, and it's not that it's necessarily like it was a bad deal, but he was kind of in a position where we didn't really have much of a choice, but he just didn't do anything to fix it after the fact. You're not coming back up. You said a slur. Go away.
I can't. If pipelines.
I haven't heard that one in a while.
Bound to happen.
How are you today?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. Did you vote for Trump?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for coming up. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great day.
I cannot fucking pipeline. I swear.
The way you referred to people on the spectrum, B-Rad, is a slur. Look up the history behind that word. There's a reason we don't use it anymore.
I can't.
They do not diagnose that anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got it. It made me feel like I went back and we were sitting in Doug's panel talking about the fucking Keystone XO. They were on that shit for like 4 months straight. But the pipeline. Me.
Which they just don't, just go read about it. Like, oh my gosh, it's not that difficult.
Go like I
yeah, the key lime
the
pipeline.
key lime pipeline. The Keystone extra large side of fries with a Diet Coke line.
Trump just gave Chevron permission to drill in Venezuela. I'm not shocked by that.
Oh no, look at us causing more destruction in Central America. That's a crazy concept.
It is like, how is it Biden's fault that the oil companies were like, hey, we're going to increase the price of oil? And actually, wouldn't it do them a disservice to do that? If Biden said we're going to start subsidizing or investing in green energy, which didn't happen in any legislation, but you'd have to show me. If that happened, wouldn't it behoove them to lower the prices so that people are still purchasing gas vehicles versus going green? Raising prices wouldn't do them any good. You're just going to push them towards the cheaper tax subsidized green vehicles.
Right.
The math ain't mathin'. Yeah, no, it was supply and demand in action. Nobody was on the roads because we were in lockdown. So they dropped the prices of gas. People started getting back on the road. They raised the prices of gas. And then once it kind of leveled out, they just never brought them back down. We saw that with a lot of things. We saw that with groceries. We saw that with a lot of things. Once we started getting the supply back, they just didn't bring it back down. And they've been caught in doing that.
There's 206 people in here. I don't know why we're only sitting at 16, almost 17K likes. If you guys don't mind booping that screen for a minute, and go ahead and share out that live. We're at 36 shares. If you're not following our wonderful host, Monica, go ahead and do so. She does this every single Monday, Monday through Friday, give or take.
Tuesday
through Friday. That's right. I'm Monday. I'm Monday.
I give myself a 3-day weekend, but that's because of my kids' school schedule. So,
touche. Actually, I'm gonna have to change my schedule around when school starts.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized that. But keep supporting your host. Give the host. There's no way we should still be sitting at 30 tiny dinies. Go ahead and send at least one tiny diny per person here. If you want to as well, support your hostess with the mostest with those wonderful blue-green apps. 10 is to kick or a swan. And if you want to support the co-host as well, you can go ahead and do that as well with mine. Everything is up in the links. And continue to support people on this platform.
Steve, why should women not vote?
Well, they have no duty.
Are you fucking, are you?
What do you mean they have no duty?
Well, women live in a society in cities that are built and maintained by men. They vote for men to go to war, but yet they don't have to do anything.
We vote for that?
Do you vote?
I don't remember war being on my ballot.
Do you vote? This isn't your little game. It's either you vote or you don't.
Honey,
you
I
vote.
know. Are you married? Are you married?
Here comes the emotions.
Are you married?
Are you married? Are you married?
That has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, it does actually.
No, it doesn't.
No,
it doesn't.
So you make these bold claims because you're a sad, pathetic, grown-ass man on the internet thinking that you have a gotcha moment when it comes to fucking selective service. How many? It's really funny, right? I've always been a huge person who wants to advocate for putting women on selective service because why would we enlist? We don't even have to get told to volunteer. Why would people enlist?
What would be the point for other men to carry you through wars?
Women have the same qualifications as men do.
Yeah, they sure do. How many women Navy SEALs are
there? Here we go. When were they allowed to start applying for that? When were they allowed?
No, just how many women Navy SEAls are there?
Zero. Why?
Zero.
Why?
Because they're incapable.
No, because women weren't allowed to do it. Women
were not allowed to join the Navy SEAls.
Incapable.
Women were not allowed to join the Navy SEAls. That's not why.
They don't have the law.
So, Steve, I know a bunch of active duty women who would gladly walk on your throat with you making comments like that.
Oh,
you can sit there and be a good boy and actually listen to the conversations.
Mute that mic. Gotta mute that mic.
Yes, because you're not bringing up any points besides your emotional plea for the fact that you don't like women.
What do you mean? The emotional plea? I just made
You
two.
don't like women.
I just made two very logical points,
No,
and
you
you
didn't.
can't dispute them.
When were women allowed to start applying for the Navy SEALs?
That is, what does it matter? They can't
Because
fulfill
let's
the
say
tasks.
no, because if you say that there's 0 of them and it was
Yeah.
started within the last 40 years,
Yeah.
we'd have to look into why. But the fact that it was only within the last 10 years that they've been allowed to apply for the program,
Yeah.
it makes more
That's
sense
a
that there's
shame.
0, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it's not because they can't fulfill the tasks.
Show me
They're
where
not.
it's because they can't. Show me
They
proof that they
don't
can't.
have the strength or the
According to
lung
what?
capacity to do
According to
the
what?
task. Okay.
Where's the documentation on that? The
Are
study,
women just as
the
just as
study, the
strong as,
DA,
on average?
nope.
On average,
Show
are
me the
women just as
study, the
strong as
military
men?
report that shows that.
On average, are women just as strong as men? Do they have the capacities?
On average, no.
On average.
On average, no.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
mean
right.
anything.
Oh,
Not in
no,
the
it
military,
doesn't.
it doesn't mean anything.
All
Oh,
the
look, first
comforts.
female sailor completes Navy Special Warfare Training. This was in 2021.
Oh, the
Wow.
one exception of that
Oh,
must
so they
mean
are
that they're
strong
all
enough to do
capable.
it then. So they're strong enough to do it.
What did she do? She's what? What, she steers a boat?
She completes Navy Special Warfare Training.
Oh, well, well then I was all wrong the whole time.
Where-
They should
what do-
men
what
should
do-
be staying at home and
What do
women should be doing all
exceptions
the
do?
fighting.
What do exceptions do to rules? You guys remember you can do Swan or 10 in my green blue apps to get rid of people if you don't want to listen to them anymore.
Oops, my finger slipped.
Oops. Oh, that's a good question. I wonder if Steve has served.
Steve, did you serve? What was your rate? What was your... Huh?
Steve, did you serve?
Come on, baby boy, come off the mic.
Because I'm allowed because my mom did. My dad did.
My dad, my brother, my grandfather, my ex-husband did.
Why are you asking me my ethnicity, Steven? That's weird.
Oh, Steve, I totally forgot. You know, this is the other thing I like to do. So now you have to address. Be a big boy and put on your mic.
That wasn't even him. That was a different Steven. The Steven. I was just...
Well, whatever. It works.
Steve. He's probably yelling at his phone and doesn't know he's muted. There's a little microphone button that you need to press so that you can answer this question.
While we're sitting here in complete silence, this is your friendly reminder that the patriarchy needs to be pegged. Go ahead and support your lovely host. Because people like Steve need to understand that no women will pick him.
Yeah, we do misandry in here.
All the misandry.
Of course you do. You sit in cities where
Did you serve?
They
Did you
were
serve,
built by
Steve?
men.
Did you
They're
serve,
maintained by
Steve?
men, and you sit
Did
in
you
all
ever
the
serve?
comforts
Did you serve?
by men. If
Serve,
you don't have
Steve.
men, you have nothing.
Did you
Steve,
serve?
did you ever serve?
My service is none of your business.
Oh,
Did you?
so you didn't. You didn't
Still
serve.
none of
So
your
I want to know
business. See, you
why.
have no-
I want to
See,
know
the thing
why.
is, you have no
I
arguments. You have
want
no
to know
arguments.
why.
You're trying to go for
grown-ass
personal
man on the
attacks.
internet
You're
making
going for
comments
personal
about our
attacks.
active
It's
duty
not a personal
members.
attack. I want to know if you
it's not
serve so we can
working.
talk about. I want to know if you serve so that we can talk
Your
about the
personal
requirements
attacks aren't
in way
gonna
of
work.
serving.
Oh.
I want
This
to know
will
if you
work, though.
serve so we can have the. What do you mean? Like you're trying to say that we can't combat your arguments. The problem is that your arguments are not arguments. You're just saying stuff with no backing. Okay,
Oh,
it's just
Furthermore-
misogynistic talking points. It has
Keep
nothing to
Bergen.
do with military standards. If you're going to show me that women shouldn't have a vote because they can't hit the same marks as men, you have to show me where they can't hit the same marks as men in service. Show me.
If you say so, okay. No, I'll concede. Yeah, women have the same strength. They have the same lung capacity. They have the same bone
Thank
density.
you. You're right. We do.
Jesus fucking.
And I've got more power than you in this life. Start your own life. See how that goes for you. We'll see what the sausage fest looks like in there.
I don't want to watch grown men glaze each other.
If you guys could just admit that the closet's glass and that you hate women, Ty, shut the ever-loving
I don't know why, like, he thinks he's changing something. Like, Ty, go back to your little circle where you sit there and talk to a bunch of MAGAs and enjoy yourself there, because you're not welcomed here.
I can bring him back up if the bird comes up. It's fine. It's not a big deal, but we're gonna see. Because he's back in the requests.
Of course he is. He's upset because 2 women put him down.
WNC, how are you today? Why am I in your Doritos bag? What am I doing there?
I did not consent to being covered in cheese.
Let's see if he comes back up, because... Is he gonna... You ran away now? Did you run away? Because I was going to bring up a Todd.
That's so cute.
Right, yeah. Women can be in infantry. Who cares about the damn SEALs?
Mm-hmm.
It's all they have. It's all they have.
We collectively know some badass women that are infantry and other branches and other MOSs and rates.
Billy, how are you today?
Doing good. How goes it?
Doing well. Did you vote for Trump?
Yep.
Okay, why are you still supporting him?
I like what he's doing. I think he's actually gotten the border actually reasonably under control. I like that he's calling other countries to task when it comes to trade.
He's not.
I
But
like when the stock
what about
market went after he
immigration
did
bothers you
bucket.
so much?
But yeah, I like where it went.
What about immigration bothers you so much?
Well, we saw how bad it was. We saw how bad it was under Trump, right? Like how bad it was with the caravans and the kids in cages and things
Under
like
Trump?
that, right?
Under Trump? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So are
Under
we
Trump?
saying that the situation was and we're saying the situation was better under Biden?
Oh, 100%.
Yes.
110%. It was a lot
The
better.
situation at the border under Biden.
Uh-huh.
Could
Yeah.
you maybe tangibly explain how you think it was better under Biden?
So there was this thing called C-19 that happened in 2019. The end of 2019, we officially declared it a worldwide issue. I believe it was in March, and we enacted Title 42. Do you know what Title 42 is?
Yep.
What's Title 42?
Yes. No admission into the country, but also no penalties for attempting to come into the country.
That minimized how many people could come across the border, and it minimized asylees, et cetera, et cetera. So when Title 42 expired in May of 23, there was going to be an influx, right? So no different than when we're talking about a dam, right? When you put up a dam wall, it holds the water. When you put the wall down, what happens?
The flood. Yeah.
Correct. So what the Biden administration dealt with was the aftermath
So
of
what
Title...
would you
Hold
do?
on, I'm not done.
He's got
I'm
a
not
lag,
done.
Olive. That's why.
Oh, I can't see. Anyways, he had to deal with the flood that happened afterwards. And what the Biden administration did a lot more deportations compared to what Trump's current administration is doing.
I understand the more deportations, but the quantity that still got in was more than Trump.
How many came in?
I believe the estimates that they gave was 3.5 overall over the Trump's first term versus 7 million under Biden was the best guesstimation they could come with. And that includes with all the repeat offenders encounters that they kept bouncing back out of the country.
Sure. No, and actually, I appreciate you being honest about the numbers in that way. If you're comparing first term Trump versus second term, sure. But like Olive just reiterated, of course we saw a mass influx after we opened the border back up. Of course we did.
Right.
But
So
it
why
wasn't
would
like-
you not see? Because they knew that obviously dropping Title 8 would be an issue, and they knew executive orders would be an issue.
They didn't drop Title 8.
So the only thing, and the best thing, yeah, I know. I'm saying Title 8 is what jumped into play after 42 expired.
Sure.
No.
So
Well, it was always
besides
there.
trying
It
to
didn't
pass
go
legislation, what action did Biden show that he was taking?
Title
Day
It
one,
was
he
there,
put
but
in.
obviously
Day
not
one, he
enforced
put
until
in.
42 went away.
Day one, he put in legislation. It did not pass. There was about 6 bills, I think, over the course of his entire presidency that he tried to put forth in way of the
Right.
border, and Congress kept voting it down.
Yes.
And then towards the end of his term in
Right.
June of 2024, he put an executive order that was similar to the Langford bill that you also saw a downtick of border crossings.
Encounters,
thank you. I keep thinking of
Yes.
the
He
damn
finally
website.
used the power he had the whole time. He finally used the But
He
yeah, he
doesn't, but
finally used the power he had the whole time
he
to
doesn't
basically
have that
deal with the
power,
issue
though.
at the border.
The executive, what holds more power, executive orders or policies?
They both have the same power, but in
No.
terms of what
No.
has longer
What's going to
lasting,
be
actually,
what's going to be
not even longer
lasting?
lasting. They'd stay in play as long as another president didn't remove them. Well, obviously the policy.
Or they get sued, right? It's not just the president who can get
So
rid
I'm
of
sorry
bills.
to sum up what you're saying, though. So what you're saying is he didn't do the short-term way because there's a long-term way, and that justifies ignoring the short-term
Because,
way
well,
until
no,
you can
it's
get a
not that. It's
long-term
because the
in
short-term
play.
way has a lot more barriers, and
Yeah.
we also don't elect kings. So we want to see the process work. So we want to see elected representatives within the House and the Senate do their job and pass legislation to do the things that they need to do. They just refuse to do so.
Correct.
Yeah, ideally. However, as we can see from Obama to Trump to Biden, there was a problem, and the man who took the action you care not for is yielding the most positive results in terms of.
If not, thank you, Oya, for the swan. I appreciate you so much. Yeah, no, like, he's not, though. He's not. Yes, our encounters have gone down. They're actually kind of stagnant now, but they had initially gone down, but they had gone down under Biden because of the things that happened. Like, you have to take everything into account. You can't look at things in a small little microscope. And he's doing more catch and release. We're detaining people en masse, but we're not necessarily deporting people en masse. And we're deporting people who shouldn't be deported. We are removing status of people who had legal status simply so that we can deport them because he has a magic number he wants to hit by the end of the year. Like, you can't say that he's doing better than Biden when he's only been in for 7 months now. How can you make that determination?
I don't know. I just work here. No, you got deported, dude. You can't come back up. Have a good day.
Capitalism did the thing. Let's see. I hate when my finger does that.
I just like an excuse to boot someone back down again.
No, of course. Hi, guest. How are you today?
I'm okay.
Did you vote for Trump?
Are you pro immigration?
Yeah, I personally am, but
And are you pro women?
yes.
Do you know that the arrest statistic for rape in
Great. We
America?
can't say that on. You got to be careful with TikTok. You have to talk like
The
a toddler on TikTok.
largest demographic that causes the most harm to women are men, YT men. So I don't know where you're going with
the
that.
FBI actually counts Hispanic men as white?
Sure. But you would have
Do you know
no.
that when you
But they would have
base it
different
on
statistics for
ethnicity,
that.
not just race, it's
They would have
actually
different statistics for
40%
that.
Hispanic, 30% white.
30% compared to who commits the most.
40% Hispanic.
No.
That's not true at all.
What do you mean, no?
What's the name of the FBI page for that?
It's not on the FBI. It's an arrest document because the FBI
From
doesn't want
where?
to release.
From where?
I can send you a link.
Just tell me. I can find it right now. I'm on my computer.
I love this capitalism thing.
Piece of paper. Do you?
Yeah, I love walking around with 18 water bottles for one person.
Literally an act like.
I can't. Sorry for the loud bag noises.
I was wondering. I was like, I thought it was like crinkling paper. I thought it was him for a minute. I was like, does he literally have like crinkled paper that he has these stats on supposedly? You guys, while we're waiting here, please keep booping that screen. Let's try to get to 25,000 likes. If you have not done your daily heart me, please do so. I'd appreciate it. Share the live out. We're at like 45 shares. Let's try to get to 55. Let's do 10 more shares. I think we can do that. If you're not following my backup already, please do so. We are trying to build that up just in case anything happens to me on my main. If you're not following Olive, please do so and gift her. We love Olive, and she is my work wife, my co-host, and she is here, and her labor should not be free either. And I also have my green and blue apps in my bio. I also have a tree of links that'll send you to other areas you can get in contact with me. I just want you to know if you're teacupped for too long, TikTok will boot you. So while you look for that.
The arrest report from California.
That's not, I want national records.
But the thing is, they don't release those national records because
They absolutely do. You don't think FBI has arrest records?
not by ethnicity. But that's
They
part of the
do.
problem.
They do. Because where do you think you fuckers get 1350 from? They do.
Yeah, it's a race. African is a race, but they count Hispanic as a ethnicity.
Right. So then that number that you would be giving me a small sample of California, which would be, of course, what's the demographic in California that they have the most of? That's why we look at national, because we can do it per capita.
But I think there's a bigger question to be asked on why the FBI
No,
is
no,
padding
I
these
want you to answer that question.
Okay. All right. Well,
Why would I just look at those at just California's rate?
what do you mean African isn't a race? What is that? The people in the comments.
It's not in the United States. It would be black. Are you even from here?
No, I'm not. But
So then
I
you
thought
can't
saying
even
black
vote here.
was
So why do you care
good
about
for
being
that.
racist in my country when you're not even from here? It's not classified as a race in our country.
I just got to pet a dog. It's all worth it now.
Everything's worth it. Like, what?
I don't get it.
Why would I look at California's rate versus the total for the nation? Hi, Jay. How are you today?
Hi, I'm good. And yourself? I didn't even realize I requested.
Oh, did you vote for Trump?
I did.
Okay, I will bring you back up as soon as you fix that echo. I don't know if you've got like Bluetooth or something going on, but I do not need to hear myself twice.
That ain't me.
It ain't me, baby. What are you talking about, perp check? What do you mean?
What about Biden?
What about that? Or I guess in this case, what about California? I work, this is my job, and I do this for about a couple hours, 2.5 hours a day, Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. Mountain Time. And I'm here all week, and then I take my break, and I'm also a stay-at-home mom. I don't get paid for that, unfortunately, but that's because the government needs to start subsidizing that. I'm sorry that you hate your job and that people will pay me to be here. So sorry about that.
California is a liberal lie.
It doesn't exist.
No, that's North Dakota.
Here's the total arrests, and yeah, they do it by race. Oh, look. Total arrests by ethnicity. Table 43 also breaks it up with ethnicity. Wild.
That's crazy. That's them fake news.
Who would have thunk?
I. According to the internet, I don't have thoughts.
According to Steve, you can't vote either. Oh no.
Also, according to Trump, I don't exist. You know, by erasure, so I guess I'm not a real person.
I guess
I ain't real. Maybe I won't pay taxes. That felt cute. Might commit tax fraud later.
Yeah, total arrests for grape when it comes to YT men, 11,588. When it comes to Hispanic or Latino, 3,948. Seems like a discrepancy in those numbers. Well, Jesper, I know. They don't read.
Hi, Jesper. I miss my cat. It's a blue.
It's a blue.
I was dozing off until dude said that African was a race.
Look, he's not even from here. I don't even know if that's a race in the
Naquan.
UK. It's not a race anywhere. It's not classified as a race.
He doesn't even go here.
I was about to pull a Naquan. A beast.
Well, you guys know Annika from British, right?
Mm-hmm.
I found out recently somebody said that she's African American.
What?
Yeah, they said that they heard her say she's African American, and she corrected them by saying, if I was, I would actually be black because I'm from the UK and we wouldn't call ourselves African American.
Right.
Hector, I have the clip. Of course you do.
Jesus Christ, Hector.
So yeah, so she has a new race, I guess. That we didn't know about.
I almost just made a really bad joke.
From British.
The British African Americans.
Oh, did they have her confused with Erica? That makes sense.
Erica Shante.
They don't even. One's British.
Right.
One's from the US. Hector hates you, Adi? What happened? There's beef.
That's a bold statement.
I was so close to taking a nap before dude said that stupid stuff.
Isn't that normally what happens, though? That's how most of the time you guys don't go to bed until almost fucking 1 a.m. from Maddie's live. Manny, I promise I'll go to bed. Babe, I'll be in bed soon. 2 hours later. Babe, it's like 1 a.m. Oh, shit.
And so then Adi sent the actual like sentencing commission numbers, right? And so 55.4% were YT. And it lists, and so that's people found guilty, because right, like we talk about with 1350 all the time, arrests are not the same as convictions versus exonerations, and Hispanic is listed separately. So they're very particular about the way they do their stats, which is why we use them.
Hey, Bison, I know you got upset because you were talking about burning flags. Do you want to know what I do? Me and a bunch of strangers on the internet get together on a panel like we're doing here, and we'll sit, and every single time we reach a goal, we'll burn a bunch of American flags and listen to the YMCA. It's a great time. You should totally check it out.
The fact that you're not trolling and that actually happens is what's wild about that.
We love Tanner.
We do.
This motherfucker said, I have 47 more. What the fuck, Tanner?
Hi, Joe. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. What do you want to talk about today?
Well, I have a question as far as, and maybe you guys got the answers, as far as the qualifications for SNAP pertaining to actually like content creators, maybe even people on TikTok.
Sure.
What do they have to log hours? Do they have to? That's what they have to do. It's a log, an official log.
We fill out a tax form.
Right. Yes, but if you're going to make, if you're qualifying for SNAP benefits, right? Mm-hmm. And the minimum requirement is 80 hours, I would assume that there's a log form or something that you'd have to follow. I just haven't seen it. I don't know.
Well, like Adi said, TikTok keeps track of that, and then do I know how the agent working on like the specific SNAP case would be able to get that information? I'm not sure, but I'm sure that they would. They do with other employment.
Right.
When you apply.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, when you
ahead.
apply to get money and stuff from TikTok, where the fuck am I? Hang on. Nah, the GPS got me lost. Anyways, what I was gonna say is when you apply to earn commission on this app, you have to file a tax form, and it's
Yes.
automatically put through and stuff like that. So I'm sure TikTok, like Ari says, tracks everything in general.
Sure, I'm sure it's just a 1099 that you're filling out, is my
Well, and
guess.
then and then Jen in the comments said we would ask for screenshots of payment, which makes sense, which is why because even though you're filling out a tax form, if you are a TikTok creator, I would advise you to keep track of payments you're receiving, specifically payments that aren't just through TikTok, but because of TikTok that you get on other platforms. I would advise you to keep track of that because that is going to be a part of your income.
Sure. So now,
Thank you, Jen.
and I'm not trying to. I'm trying to poke holes in this. Is what I'm trying to do, right? Okay. And so, is it not a loophole? You have to have a job. Well, you can be self-employed. You can make $10 in 80 hours on TikTok, and you're still employed.
Yeah, but I mean, most people on Snap are employed. Yeah, and it's your household. It's going to be based off of how many
Right,
people
and
in your
not-
household are working.
Sure. So I'm saying a single mom. I'm saying a single parent,
And-
not
and-
mom, a dad. You know what I mean? That you know, might be. Well, I don't know how to. I don't know. I guess I don't know the right circumstance. I mean, I know that I don't believe that you can live solely off of TikTok or whatever. I mean, I guess there are
Very
others.
difficult to, unless you are one of like the big 3 or 4 creators that are on here who do. No,
Sure. Okay.
that's why I call it subsidized income because my husband has to work. I can't pay my bills on this for
Right.
sure.
Right. But let's say it was like somebody that was living with, their parent or whatever the case
Their
is.
parents would have to be listed in the household and their
Okay,
parents' income.
And if they're retired,
Mhm.
okay, and so they would require probably the Social Security if they're receiving Social Security, right? Okay. But again, if you're working 80 hours, you prove that on TikTok, let's say you only make $20 in the 80 hours, you're still qualified for SNAP.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So it is it's not really a loophole. It'd be a very, I would think, small percentage of people that would fit in that criteria. But I was
Right.
just trying to poke holes in it. That's all I was trying to do,
You could do the same thing with like Uber Eats or DoorDash or those type of applications, right? That's the same principle.
Yeah, when my husband did before he had this job, he was doing DoorDash, and he had to file with them all his information and everything like that. But it was still a job. It didn't necessarily require him to, at the time, right, until we get to this new big beautiful bill stuff, didn't require him to work a certain amount of hours, but he was working. So
Sure. I think maybe a lot of people are kind of getting excited about having to work the 80 hours when literally knowing that, hey, you could just do TikTok for 80 hours a week and make a month and make $10.
no, because you can't live off of that. Like I said, you can't, and then you can't live off of Snap. Like, how much do you think? I'm in a household of 4, and we get $300 for the month for Snap. You think I can feed my kids on that?
Well, I'm saying the small percentage of people that I was talking about, the ones who live with mom, dad, retired. You know what I mean?
Sure, but again, their parents' household equity would be a part of that. Go ahead, Audie, whenever you want.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify something. Volunteer hours are included in the work requirement. You can do 80 hours of volunteer work. So the amount of money that somebody makes off of TikTok as your primary example, or their working hours, literally means nothing because, again, they have a volunteer section.
That's right. I forgot about that. Exactly right. Yep. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Well, like Jen was saying, like Snap stands for supplemental. It's not meant to be the full thing you're feeding your kids off of. Like, it's meant to be supplemental. It helps me buy stuff for lunches for school and their snacks for school. It's not, it's not providing me like dinners for 5 nights a week. That's definitely not
No, I know. I've been on it myself. I completely understand that. Yeah. Yep. I was, what was it, $100 a month there for a while or something like that.
right.
Yep.
Yeah, and it fluctuates depending on what they track as my husband's income. It fluctuates.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah, no, I was just wondering. I completely forgot about the volunteer work. I don't know how I forgot that, but I did. So thank you for clarifying that.
No problem. I gotta go home for lunch now, so.
Okay. Oh no.
What's
Meet
for
me down.
lunch? What's for lunch?
Bro. He's not super mod. Why is he even counting
I know
down?
he's just counting. I didn't give him God mod.
Yeah. Woo! Do it.
How funny would it be if Ari just muted him from the comments? Oh, I gave her an idea. Fuck, where the hell is this Jimmy John's?
Lord have mercy.
But yeah, I mean, I think that when it comes to things like Snap, I'm not too concerned about the few hypothetical people who might decide that, being on TikTok and it's a lot of work to be on TikTok. I know people don't think it is, but it is a lot of work to do this every day, even for the couple hours that I do, and to make sure I'm being good with my language and to make sure I'm promoting myself. Like, you can't just be going live with nothing on your profile. I have to promote videos constantly with certain hashtags to make sure I'm getting new engagement. Like, it's a constant thing.
And on average, right? I don't consider myself a big content creator. I have 14,000 followers, right? Oh my God, it was behind the fucking tree. Jesus Christ. Anyways.
You're like when I'm talking to my mom on traffic and she's just like.
Sorry. So on average, with my subscriptions and stuff, I make close to about $200 a month. That's if I get paid out on the 15th. That's if I make that minimum that I have set my stuff to. There's no guarantee that I will get a paycheck every 15th of the month.
Sure.
So,
I do
bigger
also have to
content
point
creators
out. Hold on, I can actually
there's
nip this right in the bud. Yeah, I can nip this right in the bud. I also find out about your TikTok income because you're a 1095 employee, and exchange 4 and 5 show me your tax refund. So if you don't report that income, I'm going to hit you with an overpayment and potentially criminal charges.
Right.
Heard of bad news.
Heard of bad news.
So don't think that you can skate away and cheat Snap by being on TikTok. You are a 1095 employee. Those wages get reported to the IRS, and if I find out that you did not report them, you're going to get an overpayment at minimum and criminal charges at maximum.
Okay, so
I will find out at the next tax year, because the exchange 4 and 5, which is your federal tax information, is an annual exchange. So you'll get away with it. I'll admit you'll get away with it until the next tax year, and then you'll get fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can figure all that stuff out, that's based on the income. What about the hours? How do you justify that? How are they logged?
So we actually categorize for an unknown hour situation. What the actual category? Let me go. I have a claim over right now. I can actually go to that attribute and get you the exact language. Give me a second here. The attribute is calculated as, where is it? 17. Weekly earnings of at least a minimum wage times 30 or works over 30 hours per week. So what that means is you would meet the work requirement for that if you made, $7.25? It's been so long. $7.25 is minimum wage?
Yeah.
We're at $7.50, $7.25. So we do $7.25 times 30. If you're making more than $217.50, you're meeting the weekly earnings of at least minimum wage times 30. So that'd be a bi-weekly pay of what, $4.35. So if you're making $4.35 every 2 weeks, you hit that criteria.
Gotcha.
Because we would base it off of that minimum wage level times 30.
That's what I was kind of thinking. That it's. I don't think that there's going to be an hourly log. I think there's going to be an equation out of the income that will.
Yeah, well, so we regularly see it, especially with self-employed people. They don't typically provide us with their hours. They'll just say, "I make this many dollars a week," and as long as it's more than that $4.35 bi-weekly, we view you to have worked that much.
Sure. So then, for the hypothetical of TikTok, it's just basically your income divided by the math. Do it the math, and if you fit in the criteria, you qualify, or you don't.
Correct. That's why I said we have we have 15 different categories of exchanges. Each one covers a different thing. 4 and 5 are your federal tax refund. So let's say you started on TikTok in April, May. We'll call it June, because by May they're in the exchange, and from May to the following May, you don't tell me about your TikTok, your Twitch, your YouTube, all those earnings, because all of those you're 1095 for. when the next year's system update happens for those exchanges, I'm going to see that you made however many dollars in the last year, but you didn't tell me a damn thing. I'm then going to send that to the Office of Inspector General, who's going to see if that's like an IRS error or if you actually didn't report those earnings. They're going to spit a report back to me, and after that, we have to have a discussion about whether it was negligent fraud, meaning you just slipped your mind, it happens, some people forget to submit shit, or willful fraud, meaning you were actually attempting to defraud the state and federal government. If it's negligent, you're just going to get hit with an overpayment. You're going to have to pay us that money back, typically through garnishing your benefits. If you have 0 benefits, then it'll be a payment plan where you actually have to pay the government that money back straight up. If it was willful, that gets recommended to the Attorney General of the state for criminal charges.
Adam, when we talked yesterday, you just said just now $7.25. That was the minimum wage like 15 years ago. It's still the federal minimum wage currently, and that was decided on. It was increased in 2009. Yeah.
Federal programs use federal minimum wage as their baseline. So like, even if your state minimum wage is higher, when I do my calculations, it's going to be based off of federal minimum wage, not state minimum wage.
That's crazy.
The joy of being
Also,
in these states that are matching that federal minimum wage, like Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Okay, how about this for a tax question? Let's say I'm on TikTok right now and somebody gifts me $10, right? I know that if it's over what? If it's over 600, you got to claim it for taxes or something like that. So let's say I make 601 on gifts, right? But let's say I didn't pull that into my bank account. That's just sitting on TikTok.
TikTok still issues that as a report to the IRS. You actually, if you go to Exchange Coins, like if you were to go right now, you have some coins in your account that you want to give to other people. If you go to Exchange, you actually get a notice that says that they're still reporting those coins to the IRS.
So whether you so let's say somebody sent me $601 gift right now, right? I didn't ask for it, but they sent it to me. Are they telling me
it's still counted as income for the IRS? Yes.
Yep.
Gotcha. All right. I think that's wrong. I'm just going to say I think it would be right.
I agree. I actually kind of agree that with your point here, because like we can't stop somebody from giving us gifts, which means if somebody wanted to like be weird, I don't know anybody that's going to give somebody $600 just to mess up their taxes. But in the hypothetical that you're entertaining, I agree that would be a weird thing to happen, to be like dinged on your taxes because somebody gave you money without your consent.
I mean, in the spirit of that, my green and blue apps are in my bio, and if you wanted to, oh no, I have to file taxes. Darn.
Yeah, I can definitely test to see like how that works.
Yeah, I can be the test subject on that. It's fine.
Hey, I'm the generation of the guinea pig.
Adam pointed out there's a one-time gift exception. Yes, however, there's an asterisk there. It has to do with how TikTok reports to the feds, because TikTok reports everything to the feds as if it was one thing. They treat themselves as the source when they report it to the feds. So like, if Joe and Blue both sent me $600 in coins, right? TikTok's just going to report that as $1,200 from TikTok.
Gotcha. I think that I'm just going to go back on you agreeing to me saying that it's stupid. I think that if, let's say, Moni freaking gave me $600, right? And it's sitting in my TikTok account. If it just sits there, I shouldn't have to report it as income. If I transfer it to my bank account, that's when it's income.
No, because even with the apps they send it on, they still count that as in.
Actually, I'll just go grab a screenshot. I'll convert some coins over. It doesn't bother me, so I can show you what I'm talking about. Oh no, I have to give my friends coins. It's
Oh no! Socialism!
Well, I'm pretty sure even when it comes to the green and the blue now, they have to report all that.
Yeah.
I guess I was talking how is it the crow? The crown? I guess I'm sorry.
The crow, yeah, the bird.
Yeah. What he was referring to as far as coins. That's what I meant. not using an app like a PayPal.
Yeah. So these coins, I just converted coins into coins. I converted coins that were in my account to pay out to me, because all coins are in your account to pay out to you, into coins for me to give. Right? You see there on the bottom, which by the way, I need to stop converting coins because apparently I've handed out $460 of my own money. That could have been mine. That could have been mine. That could have been mine. Oh man! Once that exchange hits $600, that becomes taxable income, even though I'm giving that to somebody else.
Right. Wow.
Bro over here rolling in bank.
TikTok threw you under the bus.
In the last 7 months, I've converted $400. Damn. I didn't realize that. It adds up. It's 200 coins here and there.
Yeah.
Should I know how much? I'm curious how much I've done that now. Hang on.
Everybody's gonna be screenshotting their gift amount.
Point out that screen's not even referring to payouts. Payouts are its own tracking on the back, and that's just the exchange. So that's just saying I have to exchange $400 in coins into coins to give other people.
Right. That doesn't even count what
Here's where it gets really weird, Joe. So once I break that $600 threshold, I get taxed on that. But then say I were to have given all of those to Moni, and then Moni cashed them out into her bank, I'm gonna get taxed on the gift exchange, and she's gonna get taxed on the money in her account.
Right. But would she be taxed on Would she be taxed on those coins if she did not transfer the coins into her bank account?
Yes, because they still reported anything over $600.
Well, because it goes into like a balance on TikTok.
Holy fuck! I just realized I've been on this app for almost 5 fucking years. Shit.
To let you know that, Joe, I'm incredibly aware of this, not just because of my job, but because before you all knew me as the bird on the internet on TikTok, I was a Twitch partner. And 1 year, I did not pay attention, and I forgot to report the bits, which are the Twitch version of coins, to the IRS. And I caught an IRS bill for failure to report earnings because I made like $650 in bits. That just slipped my mind. You remember I said there's negligent fraud and willful fraud? I did some negligent fraud because I didn't even think to report them because my brain pictured the bits as like 100 bits here, 100 bits there. It did not picture them as the 600, so I just didn't think to report them. So I caught a bill from the IRS for that exact reason.
Well, see, and that's like I know that I filed a tax form with TikTok, but I have a Google document that has my PP and my green and my blue all written down every time I receive something. I know, but I can't fit all of it.
Short version is no matter what you do, the government's going to try and take its cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one thing I've learned.
But I also don't need to get in trouble because I've had that before where I messed up. It wasn't on purpose. I messed up on my taxes. It was a long time ago. And I missed something. I don't know. And I guess I owed them. And for some reason, they didn't have my phone number, but they had everybody else's around me. But I was able to set up a payment plan with them, and I got it fixed. But I was just like, it's like, oops. Why don't they just tell me? I wish they would just figure this out and just tell me what I owe instead of me having to figure it out. I'm so over it.
Right? You want it so bad, you figure it out. Also, my
Actually,
favorite
we'll
comment.
have to file taxes probably. Maybe. We'll see. For the first time.
So interestingly enough, I know the answer to that. It's because of the tax industry in the U.S. So the federal government absolutely knows what you owe them or what they owe you. This is how every other of our contemporaries does it. You either get a bill or a check in the mail. That's just how it works. Like in the UK and Canada and all those other places, you just get a bill or a check because the government knows because it's all tracked. Because of the tax industry, like H&R Block and all of them, they lobby to keep us from switching to that system.
That makes sense.
That tracks.
Shocker. Capitalism
Yes.
strikes again.
And that's why it's always a silly argument to me when people are complaining about like fraud in the SNAP and Medicaid and stuff like that, because it's extremely difficult, especially for people in the lower
And
middle class.
what do I always say, Blue? Do I ever say there's no fraud?
Right. I don't. Yeah.
I always acknowledge it exists. It's just not to like a scale that like I would change entire systems for.
Exactly. It would already be extremely difficult for people, even especially in the middle and lower class, to defraud the government. But the amount that they would be able to defraud them is so negligible that it's ridiculous for people to be so up in arms about it.
think my kids got
Yeah,
yogurt
because
on
one
my
of the
Bible.
one of the biggest things I always point out is like when you look at where your federal tax dollars go, you can actually find breakdowns of this. 9 cents for every dollar you send the federal government in your taxes goes to all social programs except for Social Security and Medicare. So I'm talking SNAP, I'm talking about TANF, I'm talking about WIC, I'm talking about FEMA, like all social safety net programs except for Social Security and Medicaid come out of your 9 cents. So it's like it's arguably the largest bang for a buck for every federal tax dollar you send them.
Yeah, I was doing the calculations last night on Maddie's live, and because this guy came up complaining about the stuff, and
He was so annoying. I know.
when I broke it all the way down,
You said it was
for
like
people
430
in the
something,
like
right?
that was actually an overestimate that I did. When I went back and recalculated it based on like the percentages that we're estimated to go to SNAP, like from SNAP specifically, it was like
That's why I just do the 9 cents, and I just do the 9 cents because one, I like the explanation better, which is like every other tax bucket is its own tax bucket. Medicare is its own tax bucket. Social Security is its own tax bucket. The military is its own tax budget. Social safety net program is a very broad bucket that covers so much more than all of the other buckets do.
Right. But like when I was looking at it using like, because it was like 1 to 2% of all of the taxes went to SNAP or something like that. It was like average 1.5%. But when I like calculated it all the way down, it was like the fraud would account for like 82 cents a year for people who work.
This is anecdotal, Joe, but like in my experience, I've been doing this job for 5 years now. Have I caught fraud? Yes. Do you think that most of the fraud I catch is negligible or willful?
Negligible, I would assume.
Absolutely. I think like I've only ever caught like 2 willful fraud cases, and I wasn't even the one that caught them because OIG does its own audits on our cases, and sometimes OIG will just hit you up with an email and go, "Hey, you missed this, but your client's committing fraud," and I go, "Oh shit, I'll fix it."
It's like people are trying to keep people from eating based on like what's costing them 82 cents a year.
The time it's somebody forgot to submit a paper, like because a lot of people when they sign up for a benefit, they then just get the benefit and they don't think about it again until they get the renewal packet. So like 6 months later, they'll get back to work, they'll start a job, and like to be honest, I'll be busy, I'll be overwhelmed for like a month because like I have 90 days to review an exchange. So for like that 90-day gap, they were getting more SNAP than they were supposed to get, and then that falls into 2 categories. That's both negligible fraud because the client was supposed to report it, like they were actually supposed to send me their pay stubs for starting a new job, and then also gets categorized as administrative error because I was notified of it via the exchange and didn't update it. So it goes into 2 buckets.
Well, and my assumption would be that most people who are on one program are probably, maybe, on another program. And those programs don't necessarily run the same. So as somebody who is on multiple programs, they're not the same website. They're not the same, like, they're the same website for me, but their qualifications are different. Who I contact is different every single time. When I do is different.
like for let's just look at Medicaid versus SNAP.
Yep.
I care about your resources, so like your bank account, your car, etc. for Medicaid. I don't give a shit about that for SNAP.
Yeah, and so when I re-up, oh my goodness, Jasper, when I re-up my Medicaid every year, it will tell me if I am eligible to apply for SNAP, whether I am or not, and then I have to go through that process with them of applying for SNAP. And like you said, SNAP tends to come talk to us or reach out to us every like 6 months, especially if we haven't updated any information because we forget.
That's why we do semi-annual reviews for SNAP because it's actually harder to get Medicaid than SNAP, to be perfectly honest, because we're looking for extra documentation for Medicaid than SNAP every time. But SNAP has a closer eye on it because Medicaid reviews are annual, whereas SNAP reviews are semi-annual every 6 months.
It sounds like we should be getting a tax break. It sounds like we. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
She's just showing off her
No,
cow
I'm
ears.
just being.
No, they're bunny ears.
Oh, bunny ears. I'm sorry.
Well, I think that every American, I think that every American who pays taxes should be getting a tax break, because it sounds like it's just like with the tax buckets that was brought up. There's so many different tax buckets. It's a forced donation.
So I would actually argue that if you wanted to give Americans tax breaks, and I'm going to say this as a veteran, you should cut about a third off the military budget. You could cut a third off the military budget tomorrow, and we would still have the most well-funded military in the world.
Sure. Yeah.
I wouldn't make that tax break come out of at the expense of people that need the help.
Mhm.
I take it away from our overly inflated military-industrial complex, because they don't need the money.
Absolutely. We pay more for our
You mean
military than
our
the next 9 countries
largest budget?
combined.
Yeah, and they don't pass their audits.
No, it's not our large. Hold on. I need to be a pedant here because I like accuracy of information. It's only our largest on paper, because you have to look at the budget, but then you have to follow up by looking at treasury spending, which is outgoing dollars. It's our largest budget, but our second largest spend. Our largest spend is Medicaid.
Sure.
Well, yeah.
Did you want to talk about anything else today, Joe?
No, that was it. I just I logged on. I had that in mind. I saw your live, so I hopped on.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you for always having good conversations.
For sure. You guys have yourself a great day, a great weekend, and I will watch from the comments.
All right,
You
see
as
you
well.
later.
You as well.
I also bought some face
Horseshoe.
masks.
Horseshoe said, "Get a job." Like, where are you at work right now? You're in my
Right.
comments.
I do capitalism.
I'm at work.
I'm at work.
I'm doing the
technically at
capitalism.
work. I'm at work. We just talked about how I have to file tax forms and keep track of my income. I'm at work. We kiss?
I used to have how I have those reset rooms in my house?
Yeah.
Me and Monica kiss now? What?
I think Verandy would be a little mad about that. Chicky might be a little mad, but like me and Olive, we're fine. I don't know if Manny, Manny would be
Manny
fine.
knows.
So
Manny knows.
my buddy that was renting one of my reset rooms for about 6 months while he got his shit back together was a full-time content creator, and I could not pull that man out of his room for fucking anything. Why? Because he was doing 80 hours a week in content creation, and only like 25-30 of that was like on camera live.
Yeah.
The rest of it was networking, making content for his YouTube, doing like everything else, because he was his own PR guy, he was his own social media manager, he was his own editor, he did all of those jobs by himself. So he was doing like 80 hours a week in content creation.
Did you see what your wife said?
I'm not mad. Go for it. Veranda, it might be just your kind of kiss. Maybe just a kiss for Verandia, not for Crow.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, no,
Can you
content
stop
creation is
biting
no
my
joke,
ass?
and I don't even do it to that level. But it's not like
Veranda's not like the man I spoke about. I don't talk to him either though, because he said out-of-pocket things about her while he was living in her house. Yeah, he had a problem, bro. We were on a walk one day, and Verandia was upset about something, and he's like, "Have you considered like the reason you don't have a lot of friends in real life is because of the way you are?" And we both just went,
Megan, there's
The
no
fuck you
FOMO.
just
You are
said?
included. You are definitely included in this. We do our own like TikTok Love Island, and Megan will be
That would be a wild thing. Could you imagine the amount of money we would make off of that, though?
I see a Miss Autumn Breezy in the requests. Are you a Trump supporter? Will you put in the chat if you're a Trump supporter and if you want to bring up?
No, that's a friendly.
No, no. I take back Island. I take it back. I take it back.
I would like to veto the island and go with my idea from this morning, which is we just buy a whole neighborhood. We just buy our own. We make our own gated community.
We've talked about that.
It's just sounding more and more like a cult. I just want you to know.
You know what? It's fine.
A cult
I'd
of
rather be in this cult.
personality.
Yeah, if Naquan comes out and says I'm a guru, I'm done. I'm out. I just
Joke last night in Brett's live. I'm like, it's been X days since Daquan mentioned he used to be a criminal. It's just the number 0 painted on a wall.
Just you wait. Someone say 1353 times, you'll appear.
Jacarius, I agree with you, and I can definitely. I have been calling my reps and my senators and leaving them emails. my rep sucks anyway, and so he just gives me generic responses. 1, but 2, I'm not going to stop doing that. But guess what happened? They went on recess. They're on summer break.
I would also like to argue that I would make an objectively better cult leader than Naquan.
You probably
We all
would.
know. I would. Like, I love him, but I have like that natural charisma, and I'm really good at convincing people of shit.
He would be like the recruiter, though. He'd be really good at recruiting.
But he would be.
people.
I would send him around with a van to just
Yeah.
drag people in.
Yeah.
But like that's his job. But like, let's
That's
be
crazy.
real. I'm the Jim Jones. I am the Jim Jones of this community.
That's
no.
crazy.
That's a wild statement.
That's crazy. I take back.
Except for Verandia. Verandia said no.
Randy is the real power behind it. I'm
Oh, yeah.
a figurehead, honestly.
Yeah.
Gotta find a fair price acreage in a non-red area.
She's just gonna hide behind me when the ATF comes and plead innocent.
What kind of van is it? It's not like a blacked out van, is it? Is it like
Does it say free Wi-Fi on the side? Because that'll get me in.
We'll have good internet, just so everybody knows. My cult has good internet.
Yeah, we have to have good internet.
Oh, I'm in. Sold.
It's just going to be a community of people who all have desks in this one building, and we're just permanently logged in content creating all day and
And
night.
just screaming at people on the internet in the same fucking panel.
Shit, I feel like you just turned my cult into a Korean content farm with extra steps.
Could you imagine though? We all live in like this really long. Okay, my mom just went in for surgery for her hysterectomy.
Oh goodness.
But so back on to this idea, right? Could you imagine all of us yelling at the same Trump supporter at the same time, or he just travels to different panels?
They already do that, and then they get mad. Then they get mad. They're like, "Oh, really? I just talked to this person. Why do you guys all
Oh, I
know each
just
other?
heard you
It's
were
a
on-
conspiracy."
I heard you were on Ari's panel. Hang on, Ari, and walks down.
I don't
the
even
hall.
need to change. I don't even need to change my name. My name will make a great name for a cult.
That would be great. We could just get each other instead of like sending bat signals. We could just get up and go
Like-
to their desk and be like,
That's what I
We
do to
could,
Manny.
like I'm saying, no, but listen. We just call the collective the proletariat. It already works.
"Yeah, it's already a thing."
I shit you not. When someone talks about immigration in a live I'm at, I mute my mic and be like, I have a surprise. Be right back. I walk up to Manny. Hey, can you take this for me real quick, babe?
Yeah.
And then he just...
Thank you so much,
Actually, a
Amanda.
regular occurrence when that person was staying in my house, when someone would mention SNAP programs, I would just get up from my fucking couch and walk over. And just be like,
Yeah.
"Ah!"
Yeah.
That used to be my favorite thing.
I
I
was
would...
just trying to play my video games.
I mean, that's the best time to do it. Manny will usually be playing like Reaper or something, and I'll take a break, and I'll scroll into a live and get pulled up. Can we talk about immigration? Hang on.
What does that even mean, Jason?
I
You
am
could
going
give
to
out.
take this moment. I am going to take this moment though, because everyone's like, I do like the imagery of the proletariat. There is a shirt that says, "This is not a protest. This is a schmurder," that is on my store right now, and it is 15% off. So just
Nice
put
plug-in.
it out there.
Todd said, "This is why
Could
we
you
right
could
now."
join the schmurder right now.
Todd, is this
Todd,
why we
there's-
lost? We can
No,
just
Todd's
add
the
it.
reason why we lost.
Add it to the list. Add it to the list.
Blues laugh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn it, Blue.
Apparently my boobs caused us to lose the election too.
Mm-hmm. I think they're
We lose because I'm forming a new cult. Is that why we lost this time?
maybe. Or because we don't take stuff seriously. I've heard that one before, which is like we take stuff too seriously, which is why we lost. But we also don't take stuff seriously enough. Oh, we sound vaccinated. We sound vaxxed. Yeah, that guy.
Or with the guy that told Todd that he sounds like he has high cholesterol.
Nah.
You can hear cholesterol now.
What does it sound like? Todd?
Yeah, sounds like Todd.
Gotcha.
Oh my
You
gosh.
gonna come up here? I don't know what I did to deserve.
Hey friends, why are we still at the big 100 for the goal? Could we at least get 10 people to send $10 to our wonderful hostess with the mostest? That would be great.
Okay.
while you're
Hey
at
friends, why is the heat index in fucking Pennsylvania 105 degrees right now?
Ooh.
No, it wouldn't be me coming up here what I do to deserve it. That guy said that about me.
Oh,
Like, because he was losing an argument. He's like, you sound like you have high cholesterol. What does one with high cholesterol sound like?
Apparently,
I just got a dude real mad at me because he told somebody on the panel the entire "if you don't like it here, leave" me. And I asked him why he hated America in response to that. He's like, "I know I love America. I'm saying if you don't, you should get out." I'm like, saying somebody should leave because they're critiquing the country is un-American as fuck. What's the First Amendment? Go. And then he got real mad.
Why is it?
Why are you keeping cash? Are you like doomsday prepping? Keeping cash under your mattress?
I always keep cash because, like, well, one, for like what happened to you, like your card got hacked, like that happened to me, and it takes USA a little bit of time to give you a new card. So it's like, bro, I need my money, I need fuel. Like,
I have a question for Nenya. If the Russia shit was fake, then why did Marco Rubio say it was real in 2020?
That's fake news.
Why did Sarah Huckabee Sanders say that they interfered with the election when she was Trump's press
It's
secretary?
almost like there's a 5-volume, 1,300-page report that was run by the Republican-led Intelligence Committee in 2020 that said, no, Russia absolutely interfered.
And by the way, what Tulsi Gabbard released, one, didn't mention Obama. Two, didn't give us any new information besides what we already know. The only thing you could say was that they differentiated an opinion about the information. But you guys have come up with this big conspiracy about like this collusion within, like this has been his story forever, is this collusion within Trump and his campaign, when that's not what people said. We just said that we had evidence that Russia interfered with the election. Not in a way that got him elected. He got himself elected. But that they did put out, they hacked the DNC, they did put out propaganda information. Like, this is factual.
There's even a secondary case that involves Matt Walsh and Tim Pool, where it was found that a number of far-right creators were actually paid to be propaganda agents.
Right.
Nuh-uh.
We're not saying Trump directly knew that or Trump was directly involved.
It was a massive case. The Daily Wire got charged and found guilty of this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to stop with these facts. It's I cannot win against facts, so can you please stop?
Also, they haven't like accused Obama of a specific crime because there's not one.
I know you're both a cop, a former cop, and a grunt, so I know I have to use smaller words for you, Todd. That's my bad.
That's just his high cholesterol.
That's just my high cholesterol kicking. But yeah, there was a lot of big words in there. Nothing but
neither cops, neither cops nor infantrymen speak in multiple syllables.
Yeah, my favorite saying. There's a lot of big words in there. We're nothing but humble pirates over here.
My favorite thing is when somebody says something like really complex. I just look at them and go, "I don't know what you just said, but I'm assuming it's an insult. Go fuck yourself."
Did you guys see the video of older millennial?
Oh, what?
Brett was laughing his ass off
Brett
night.
has that on his soundboard now.
Of course he does.
Look, I'm trying to go to sleep and I'm just scrolling through lives and I scroll into Brett's and he is just playing that on repeat in between him and Naquan and everybody else, unaliving from laughter because all you can hear is the man go, "I'm peeing myself." I'm
just saying, if you're having a bad day, that exists on the internet for you.
Somebody said the left pays the media to push their narrative. Wait, I just cited the Senate Intelligence Committee. I quoted a Senate report done by Republicans. That's not the media.
They literally don't. James, how are you today?
Doing good. Thank you for having me on.
Of course. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I did.
Why are you still supporting him?
Well, we could talk about immigration, foreign policy, economics. I think he's doing good in a lot of these things. But at the end of the day, he's restoring Americanism. He's restoring the culture that America was founded under. And I think it's a great thing. I think it's something that's worth
you! I paid to get rid of you last night.
Interesting.
Was I on here? I don't think I was on here last night.
No, you were on Maddie's.
You've piqued my curiosity. Please continue.
His white supremacy. You paid to get rid of me?
I sure damn did. I was done
Oh,
with you.
hey, that
Oh,
is
actually, no, this is
very
great. This is great because we have a bird. We have a bird on the box. I want to hear from the bird in the box. Hey, James, tell us about colonization and how the indigenous people just didn't evolve well enough to survive the smallpox. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, they're weaker than Europeans, so that's why they unalived off.
Wait, does that mean that that's why Europeans were unaliving to the Black Plague because they were weaker?
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it was.
What's the difference? What's the difference between the Black Plague and the smallpox thing in the U.S.?
Well, some groups can't withstand things.
That's not the relevant difference. The relevant difference is the bubonic plague was brought to Europe by rats on ships. The smallpox was brought to the U.S. by explicit request by British generals.
What? No, that's not true at all. It was not.
Oh, it's not true. What if I showed you the letters from the generals? Would you concede?
Not even, because it wasn't even.
Oh well, if you won't concede if I show you proof, then there's no point in having a conversation with you. You're
obviously
you're disingenuous already. You're already disingenuous at the premise. No, you're bad faith because I just said if I could show you the letters from the general, would you accept it as truth? And you said no. You're disingenuous, not me.
I mean, he kind of got you there,
Thank
buddy.
you, Lala. You guys W Lala for this one.
Fun fact, I'll go get you all the general's name just so you have it. Give me 2
He
seconds.
was insufferable. Like Manny was bringing up all the different, like Wounded Knee, Sand Creek, all of the things that we were talking about.
I
and
remember now. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, well, that's not true. None of that's true. Like all of the bull crap whitewashing of history.
I remember Manny telling him, "Well, how dare the people that were here before anybody else got here not foresee that white people were coming here because they had an argument with Dad."
He said they should have had a Department of Defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I never would want to cause harm to Crow or the indigenous community, but I really wanted Crow to eat at him.
That's crazy. That's what.
Anybody who's interested, I got the name now. Y'all have ever heard of Amherst College or Amherst, Massachusetts? Named after a man who served during the colonial era named Jeffrey Amherst. You can look up Jeffrey Amherst's letters specifically requesting pox-ridden blankets to use on the natives.
Yeah,
Established historical fact. It is the second earliest recorded form of biological warfare. The first one was in Italy about 50 years prior.
Debate. Which place does the best sandwich? Subway, Jimmy John's, or Jersey Mike's?
What was Subway and what else?
Jimmy John's, Jersey Mike's.
Well, I like Jimmy John, so I'm kind of biased.
I like Jersey Mike's.
I'm gonna
I
get
used to like Subway better, but
I'm trying to find. So I do
Subway's not
capitalism.
bad either. I mean,
Oh, thanks, Mike. I do the capitalism to earn extra income. And instead of just going to like the same old place we go for lunch when we do our cute little lunch dates on Fridays, I want to go and find like a little park area and do a little picnic for his hour lunch.
Manny, y'all don't work. You stop that.
well, yeah, we have Firehouse subs here. They're good too.
I don't know if you know this or not, Olive, but working is woke. Okay?
I'm aware.
Stop
We used to
being
have a
woke.
place here called Cripple Creek Subs. Best sandwich I've ever had in my life. I don't think they exist anymore.
I think my favorite thing about that guest that just got used was that exchange of, if I show you the letters, will you concede? No.
He said
And then
no.
immediately goes, you're arguing in bad faith. No, that's not how this works. I have now offered you proof and you've refused it. That means you are the one that is objectively arguing in bad faith.
I love how it's always the one without the proof that's like, no, you're arguing in bad faith. Okay, please explain.
We still get people?
Yeah, this is where I remind people that like a lot of y'all only started debating on TikTok. Those of us that are from like the Jersey, PA, New York area, we did this as a cultural thing in diners at 3 a.m. as teenagers. And I'm 40, so figure out how long ago I was a teenager. That'll tell you how long I've been doing this.
You're 40?
10 years ago. But, I mean,
Where have you been?
What?
What did you
How
think?
long have I known you?
Did you think I was that much older
Bro,
than
Olive,
Crow?
why? This is exactly when you found this out the first time. This is when that was the first time you asked me to adopt you.
Oh shit, that's right.
I'm assuming that you thought I was way older than Crow when you said that.
No, I thought you and Crow were the same age.
No.
What the fuck?
Wow. Aging Crow up like that?
I don't have friends my age.
What the fuck, bro?
Hold on. I need to address this comment in chat. One, Jeremiah lives in my city. Two, he's fucking right. Wally's hogs are the best.
Well, Jeremiah was a bullfrog, but that's beside the point.
He was a good friend of mine.
He was. He was a very good friend of mine.
I do no. Okay,
Is
Lala,
it tokenizing my friendship with bullfrogs? Like,
Laura?
like,
I mean, hold on, I need you all to process. Imagine a loaf of bread shaped like a bagel, but it's a loaf of bread, and it's like the size of your car's tire, and then they turn that into a fucking sandwich. That is a Wally's hog.
Blue, I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Why does this game's map have to be so damn big?
What, Horizon?
Yes. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
This is a good game.
I mean, it may be a good game, but there is no reason I should be looking at the map the size of a Battlefield 42 on 42 map right now.
Fred, why are you scared to come up? You said Obama's going to go to prison for fabricating Russian information. Come talk about it.
Look,
Yeah, let's have that conversation.
I'm here about
Laura.
it. Let's go.
Laura, I did not ask to be born in 2001. Okay,
Yes, you did.
No,
Stop
I
it.
did not.
You wrote a letter.
And if you go to Wally's actual location, you can just eat free peanuts while you wait for your sandwich because they just got buckets and the shit's all over the place.
But to be fair, Laura, even during Obama's second administration, I was paying a lot more attention than I was the first administration because I was in elementary.
How dare you?
We had to educate Olive on like George Bush. We had to spend like
Because
an
I don't
hour
recall
teaching
Bush.
Olive about George Bush.
I was like 2.
Well, how dare you being 2 when we're
Right.
talking about something?
Wasn't that because you said you hadn't seen? Was that you who said you hadn't seen the shoe?
She hadn't seen Bush. She hadn't seen Bushisms.
I didn't know
So we
what
like
Bush
sat
was.
and we sat and taught her about George Bush for like an hour.
Yeah, that's all we did. We just sat and watched George Bushism.
No.
And that's
That's
why we
And then I'd stop her. I'd stop her to elaborate on where the Bushism was referring to.
Look. Again, my favorite thing to do on this platform is when people genuinely ask how old I am, they freak the fuck out because they're like, "What do you mean?"
Wait, Olive. Actually, I have good news for you.
What?
Verandia is the one you have to ask for adoption, not me. Verandia runs this house.
Oh, is she here? Where is she?
Chat. She's down in chat.
Mirandia, can you adopt me, please?
I was
I
about to
promise
say,
I won't
why are
take
you
much.
I was about to say, why are you asking Crow about adoption? We know Crow does not run things.
Look, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I talk about this to dudes all the time. Like a lot of dudes get like really bent out of shape because like I got to make all the money and run the house. No, you don't. No, you don't. You can just focus on one of those things. It'll be great. I did that forever ago. Life's been great ever since because it means my house runs very similar to like the military order, where all I have to think about is my one fucking job.
Yep.
And that's it. And that job is to make sure the bills are paid.
I got a shirt. Ha! I win.
You got a what?
I got a shirt.
Okay.
Somebody in chat told me my eyeliner looks terrible. That's what you're going to come at me for?
I like your eyeliner. What the
I
fuck?
All the things going on in this world, Monica, how dare you
Damn
have
it.
highlighter that's messed up?
You know, when I first started doing eyeliner, I did the fun diagonal eyeliner where one was up and one was down.
Today, Randy wasn't here for. I don't know where she was. She probably closed her phone. But yesterday, I had a dude when I was talking about like my marriage and my wife call me a simp, and I was like, "Oh no, you got me. I am openly in adoration of my fucking wife. Oh, whatever. However, will I recover? Oh
Or
no,
me
my
forgiving a shit about my
I'm in a
significant
I'm in a happy marriage. That's
know, how
fucking
dare you.
rad. Oh, Wois.
Yeah, like, excuse me for giving a shit about what my significant other cares about. I'm sorry.
Bison says when you get it too high, it makes you look surprised. Have you seen this administration? I'm surprised every single day.
At this point, my makeup's
Look,
going to show my expression
no.
before I do.
See, here's the thing. I'm not surprised at this administration. I'm surprised if I wake up, if I wake up in the morning or if I decide to take a nap and wake up and there hasn't been a breaking news
Yeah.
Hey, we're good. We didn't.
I don't understand when like dudes do that to other dudes and like be like, oh, you're whipped, oh, you're a simp, and I'm like, do you just like hate your wife?
Yes,
If you
they
hate
do,
your wife,
yes.
if you hate your wife, why are you married? Like you don't gotta be married. Like there's no law that says that you're
forcing you.
required to be married. You could just not be married if you hate your wife that much.
It's so weird to me. Like, why would you stay with someone if you're miserable? Like, don't
That
stay.
should have been my first red flag with my ex-husband. Fuck.
Yeah. If
Among
they're
other
like
things.
with their buddies and they're like complaining, every joke that they make is about complaining about being married. Like, you don't like being married.
I've openly talked about this. Randy and I took a 1-year break while we figured shit out, and like that was always my ground rule. When I'd be around my friends, they'd like want to do the typical friend thing of like shitting on the quote unquote ex, and every time they try to be like, "No, you fucking stop. She's a good woman. We just gotta figure. We're just going different ways right now."
Oh yeah, like I do that shit even now with my ex-wife. We may not have got along getting married, but nobody else is gonna shit talk her.
Right.
Like she was a good woman. We got to a point where it was stay together and be absolutely miserable, or call it for what it was and be like, look, we'll be better off not with each other.
Bison, why are you down there? Why are you chirping in the comments? Come up. If I was a mod, I'd invite you up or mute you.
I tried once.
Bison.
Oh, yeah.
Bison.
I think Megan did.
Bison.
Yeah, Crow in here. Crow just mutes.
Can't mute here because Monty is anti-indigenous and does not trust the indigenous people with power.
I know what you'll do to Audie. That's
Yeah, but
feel
at
like
least Ari's nice enough to give you a fucking countdown.
she goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then drops.
Yeah, like I mean,
It's
granted,
really
it
you
may
weren't
not
here
be
yet, Todd.
it may not be
Todd.
the slowest countdown, but like
Todd, you missed it. I confused this entire panel when I walked in. I started doing Artie's countdown.
you confused me.
But,
I
like,
forgot.
Yeah.
Oh no, I heard.
Monty forgot that I didn't have the power, and I
I was
started
like,
doing the
oh no.
countdown.
Are we getting kitten?
He's just
Are we
being
getting
a menace.
kitten? I want to see kitten.
Being a menace to society.
Jasper.
Still upset I didn't get my. Oh well. I got dropped.
Oh.
5, 4, 3.
That's rule. Absolutely not. No more celebrities as presidents. This
Just
is a general
one.
rule.
My other kitty is 4, so she's still a kitty to me, but she's not a kitten. This is the baby.
There are so many weird holes in this fucking state.
And what?
Pause. You want to repeat that,
Look,
Olive?
Yes, I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. I am helicoptering around, right, doing the capitalism thing, and there's this like weird hole that like I just like helicopter through, and I'm confused.
You're not confused. You actually hang on. You actually believe anywhere in this timeline that we're in that Tennessee cares about fixing the road systems?
But why is there a hole?
Because Tennessee doesn't fix the road systems.
I don't
Look,
get it.
look.
Stop,
There are some
stop
people
littering
out
real quick.
there.
Are you a Trump supporter?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate you, and I hope you have a great day.
There are some people out there that enjoy weird holes sometimes. All right, who are you?
Every hole has a chance of glory.
I know, but like I don't have the ability to get like resurrected and shit, so I don't trust
Because
random holes in real life.
here's the other thing to it. Because Tennessee and every tire company that we have is in cahoots to make you go get new tires.
Look,
It's big tire.
like it's this weird area where like it's only a 1 lane, and I don't know how I'm gonna get back out, but we'll see.
Colorado
promise
roads are
you, there's-
terrible too,
there's
but that's
ways
just because
out.
of the weather.
Colorado roads? I've drove through there during the winter. I don't like it.
It's because of the weather though, because we have
Yeah.
we have the cold to the hot, and so it just like
No, like
our
when
roads.
when y'all get snow like Alaska. You just can't see shit. You're like,
Just, but
you get
not
to
in the
play
winter.
Whose lane it is?
Our worst, the worst time to drive in for us is going to be in like February and March because we get the big slushy snows, and so that's horrible to drive in.
Like when I drove through there coming from Alaska, y'all had like it looked what looked like to be a blizzard going on. The only reason I knew I was on the road is because I assumed the people off to the left and right were not.
Right.
I want you to appreciate I was a professional today. Governor Shapiro was in the office, and I did not geek out and ask him for a picture.
I would have.
I would have.
Olive, just remember, you're not playing repo. We can't bring you back if you go into those holes.
I know. And like that's like one of the things that I'm actively like. I
You're all
obviously know,
saying you
like I'm
would
not trying to be
have.
stupid.
You're all saying you would have, but I'm at work and I was trying to be professional.
Fuck that. Fuck that all the way.
Professionalism you're talking about.
I don't get it.
Up there. No, no, thank you.
Even though
Where's he trying to
professional is in
go?
my job title, still, what's
My
this
desk.
Does he have fun toys? Oh my God, there's a dog.
Yes.
Does he have
Yes,
fun toys?
he's just yes. He just doesn't care. Yeah.
There was a duck outside.
You ought to see the ones down here in Clarksville, Olive. There's
That
one
would be
in
up, Todd.
or up, excuse me, up, down. I don't care anymore. We're in the upside down, so it's the down now. So get over it.
Pat, that's how the last like 20 minutes of my lives always go. The conversation switches and we go all over the place with our topics, but it's fine because I'm getting ready to end anyway.
They have one down here, and it goes into
Veranda's-
the turning lane.
I
as
need to
you're
point
coming
out,
and smack
Veranda's now calling me out because I woke up this morning. I'm like, oh, we got important people in the office today, so I put on my nicest shirt.
What would your nicest shirt be?
Look, Cuban Gallavera that I wear for like stuff like that.
Lola, I can't help you with that. That's why I don't foster, because I would probably fail every time. I would just end up with
I would like shout out to Matthew, who sent $5 to my Blue app with the message, I'm contractually obligated to pay reparations every time I'm reminded of smallpox blankets.
Ouch.
Also, if y'all see Brick crossing these
hold
TikTok
on.
streets, remember that it's his 85th
I have
birthday.
one.
It is.
I have
85th,
one additional.
damn, Blue. 85th.
I have one additional addendum for Michael. Smallpox blankets, smallpox blankets, smallpox blankets, smallpox blankets. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
I just want Blue to hurry up and find the remote and turn the AC back on, because this is ridiculous out here. Good God.
I told you I don't have control over that. MTG already is putting in a bill to stop us from controlling the weather. I have no control over it.
Well, you need to go ahead and get in the office and go ahead and put a stop to that stopping.
Hi, Emma.
I'm sweating in orifices.
I just walked outside, and Jesus.
I just wanted to feel special and see if I could get up here because I love.
Yeah.
Now
We've
I'm
never
just interested.
officially spoken. We've been in each other's spaces, but we've never officially
I
spoken.
know, and I love you so fucking much, and we've never even talked to each other.
I just love
I
Blue
love you
Biters.
too.
We're about to find out how committed to the bit Matthew is.
How's the little guy doing?
He's screaming, probably. I don't know. I ditched
No,
him.
not that little guy. The
Girls.
little
I-
spider.
What little guy are we
Not
talking
the
about?
pterodactyl, the little spider.
Yeah, I ditched him with his dad to go have lunch with the girls. Like, absolutely. I don't know. He's probably screaming somewhere in the house.
No, he said the spider.
Oh, the spider. Lieutenant Dan's great. His new enclosure should be home. Set it up.
She's like, I don't know. I ditched him with his dad. No, not the pterodactyl. The one you keep in a cage.
Yeah,
Wait,
so
Lieutenant Dan,
Lieutenant Dan's he's missing 2 legs. So every time I hold him, I go, Lieutenant Dan, where's your legs?
You ain't got
Lieutenant
no
Dan,
legs,
you ain't got no
Lieutenant Dan.
legs. Well, you got 2 less legs.
Wait, I missed a chapter. What?
Yeah, I have a baby spooter that I found in my car. He's a little jumping spider. He's like maybe a quarter of the size of my pinky nail. And he's missing 2 legs, so I named him Lieutenant Dan because he ain't got no legs.
Yeah, he's an itty bitty olive, like a real itty.
I get them all the time. I have a little container that I keep by my bedside so that I can get the little baby jumping spiders, and so I can take them back outside. Because I'm like, you're not going to survive in here, babe.
Oh, I
Hold on,
leave them alone.
everybody, hold up. Thank you for the $1, Matthew, with the message, damn it.
Damn it. Taxed interest.
See, I leave the jumping spiders and the wolf spiders alone. They have free roam in my house. Anything else gets smacked.
No, I don't like wolf spiders. I try to relocate them outside because they're just way too big for my comfort level.
The only reason I don't bother the wolf spiders is, like, one, wolf spiders are actually great to have around, even though they are aggressive. But they're great to have around because they eat other spiders, like brown recluses and black widows and stuff like that. So, like, they actually keep your house clean of spiders.
Yeah, I just try to relocate them to the outside because they're just too big for my comfort. Like, you can live here, you just have to live in the out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. They
Don't be
do
in my-
get relatively large for a spider, yes.
Yeah, they can be the bouncers outside my house. I just don't want them.
Like, here, you can live at the door.
Yeah.
And you keep them there.
And wolf spiders, honestly, wolf spiders are the best moms because they carry around all of their baby spiders on their back. And if they come across another unalive spiders that had babies, they will adopt the babies.
They adopt
and put
those
the babies
too,
on
yeah.
their back.
Yep.
I know, but it's so gross looking.
No,
No,
what's,
100%.
no,
It's terrifying. It's
No,
absolutely terrifying.
what's gross looking is when you tell someone when you work, like, because they're real bad, like in Alabama. Alabama has them really bad. And what's real bad is when you tell people if you see them in the hospital, don't step on them. And people still step on them. And then you hear the screams from like 10
Oh.
ways away. Because all the little babies went, all right, we're out. See ya.
I need to tell Emma about that guy. She'll find it funny. So there was this guy up here, and apparently Money already paid to get him kicked from another live last night. He got him kicked from Maddie's. And so Money baited him into a conversation with me, but going, why don't you tell Crow that you said that the reason the indigenous lost is because they were too weak? He's like, oh yeah, something about smallpox and how they were weaker. I'm like, oh, so would you say that Europeans are weaker then because of the bubonic plague? He's like, oh, absolutely then. I'm like, great. What is the relevant difference? He's like, and he started saying something. I'm like, whatever you're about to say is incorrect. Bubonic plague was rats on ships, whereas what if I showed you evidence showing the letters from a British general requesting pox blankets specifically to use on the indigenous people? Would you accept that as proof? And he said no. Also, you're arguing in bad faith.
And then ran.
What?
And then ran. Or got booted, one or the other.
You guys
Okay,
know,
he refused proof and then said I was arguing in bad faith
Well,
despite
to be
refusing
fair,
the proof.
this is also the guy that said the same thing to Manny, and Manny just kind of sat there for a minute and goes, yes, how dare the indigenous people of this continent not realize white people were going to show up and they needed a Department of Defense.
have you guys seen
shout
the Real
out,
Justin?
shout out to Matthew for another $1 with the message not again. You're gonna have to close the app for the day.
Have we seen
Have
what,
you
Emma?
guys- The Real Justin, the creator on this app, he's a grifter, 100%. But some guy was on his live, he's a right-wing creator, and was like, hey, why does BlackRock and Vanguard own stocks in Donald Trump's company? And he was like, show me. So he got on Yahoo Finance and showed him the top shareholders, which is Vanguard and BlackRock. And he was like, no, those are photoshopped. So I went up there and was like, Justin, just because you don't know how screenshots work doesn't mean this is photoshopped. I was like, I just took these screenshots just now. And he tried to say that I photoshopped it from my car. So I posted a screen recording while I'm live with him. And I posted a screen recording, and he just looks dumb. He just looks so dumb.
He should not have as big of a following as
I
he
need
does.
to hold on.
He's
I need to
embarrassing.
do one more thing, Matthew. I absolve you of reparations for the rest of this live. You don't have to leave.
This live.
Yeah,
I
there's,
think
I'll take reparation.
there is Justin Lord. For
Yeah,
sure.
Justin's live right now on TikTok. I think Justin bought his followers because his room is never bigger than 50 people.
Well, that's because he hangs out with like MOD and them.
He's an embarrassment, dude. He's so
We
stupid.
had a nutty dude this morning. He was complaining about cancel culture, and then his example of somebody canceled was Nick Fuentes. And then he got mad that I called Nick Fuentes a white supremacist, even though Nick Fuentes calls himself one.
Right.
Would we say Nick Fuentes is canceled, seeing as he has an up and running show where he makes
This was
income?
actually the point I made. I
Okay.
actually brought this up. I'm like, he makes millions of dollars a year. He still has his platform. What do you mean? He's like, well, he lost it for like a year. I'm like, I don't understand though. Why are you? He's not canceled.
He was trying to say it's radically left. The cancel culture is radically left. And I was like, can you name one person who's been canceled that shouldn't have been? And he was like, Nick Fuentes. Bro, that's a joke, right?
I mean, I've never run over a CD with my F-150. I've never pew-pewed at beer cans. Like, I've never done that.
I literally had to pull my teenage daughter out of her public high school because of Nick Fuentes. Like, be so fucking for real.
Gross.
Like, it literally right after the election, all the boys in her school started chanting "Your body, my choice." I pulled her straight out, and I homeschool her now. Absolutely the fuck not.
See, I would have gotten suspended in that school. Because they would have been like, your body, my choice. I'd be like, my teeth now, come here.
I did offer to fight all of their parents, and they didn't like that very much.
See, that's when I would have took on I'm I'm a big 40K Warhammer guy. So like that's when I would have took on the role of the orcs. And if you don't know what the orcs are, their currency in life is teeth. So
I thought you were going with a different direction, because normally when I hear stuff like that, my brain just lights up with sounds like heresy.
Well, there's that too. I mean, you could go either way with it.
I'm just upset that I didn't get my nap because dude said that African was a race.
Yeah,
I do love how
right
Blue
up,
come
too.
up here like
You're
I
all
was
nodding off.
almost asleep until that guy said.
Shout out to Chicky, who apparently wanted to get my attention on Discord and just sent me the message, call.
Well, of course.
All right, I'm piloting a helicopter, so I'm gonna drop. But I hope you lovelies have a great day.
I hope you do too. Thank you so much for coming up.
Pilot and safety.
Well, I mean,
So
it's after 12,
Chicky's
so
trying to
maybe
start a
lunch.
fight. Chicky's trying to start a fight. Do you know what she just asked me? You know what she's tried to
Oh, no.
get my attention? Where can we get the best Philly cheesesteak in Philly?
Oh,
Well, I don't.
She's trying
have
to.
anything
She's
do
trying
with
to
that.
start fights. She's trying to start fights.
look, she's been playing Army for like the last, 3 weeks now?
Like, one, I don't have anything to do
Fire
with
comes
that.
back
Two, if
tomorrow.
you start a fight with Chicky, you're on your own because I'm not getting involved in that.
We finally get her
'cause
back
you'll lose.
tomorrow.
I mean, not only are you going to make Blue mad because, like,
Fucking
let's face it,
RJ.
I'm creating a list. I'm gonna create a Reddit thread for RJ being mean to me. And then
Fucking, can we kick Monty and let Olive host? Why do you want that, RJ?
what did he post on one of my videos? He posted something and he said like it was something regarding Trump was better than like Monty. I don't know what he said.
is that like RJ?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because you don't ever let me come up on your lives, RJ. Monty's fine. Leave her alone.
Me and RJ have beef. It's fine. We fight.
Damn.
But I love him and he knows that. And I love Jamie and I love the family time that he spends with his kiddos so much. It makes me happy to see that
Jamie,
like I love that
Jamie-
he will literally end his lives. Like the kids want to play with me, I gotta go. And I love that.
Oh, so yeah,
Babe,
like
what do you want from Jimmy John's?
100%. Like, and that's the way it should be. Like, we just got to talking. I don't care. My kids want to play. Shut up.
Who doesn't have beef with RJ? True.
Who doesn't have beef with RJ? It's RJ.
You can always make up beef with RJ. It's not hard.
We can create them. It's fine.
I don't think I have actual beef with RJ.
We could start some. Do you want?
Coincidentally, Chicky was accidentally standing right next to my favorite spot to get a cheesesteak in Philly. I'm like, go to Carmen's and Reading Terminal Market. She's like, is that like the building full of restaurants? I'm like, yeah. And she sends me a picture. I'm like, you're already there. Yeah, go
Right.
find Carmen's.
It's perfect. It was meant to be.
Megan, you're lucky I can't mute you. That's crazy.
She would too. Let's see. We'll switch back. That's not right.
The reason I said she's trying to start a fight is if you ask that question in a room full of people from Southeast Pennsylvania, you're gonna get 100 different answers, and it's gonna turn into a blood feud immediately.
You know what's just gonna happen if we keep creating beef with other left creator content? We'll just hear from the right. The infighting!
That's why we lost.
Look, we already really infight. This one's just not real infighting.
Now I gotta fight chat. Geno's and Pat's are both terrible. They're just tourist traps. The honest, objective take for Philly cheesesteaks, if you're not going for like an established cheesesteak joint, is it follows the New York chopped cheese rules, which is that the best ones come from a dirty corner store. But if I'm just going to direct you to like a named place, because there's a difference. If you're a tourist, I'm just going to send you to a named place rather than tell you to go to the sketchy corner stores. For a tourist, I recommend Carmen's for two reasons. One, they have a very good cheesesteak, and two, it gets you into Reading Terminal Market, which is something everybody should experience at some point.
Well, first of all, that's rude. Because now I'm not going to come there being tourist and ask you where to go because I know you're going to send me to some shady spots.
They have the best food.
Anybody that like is in like in New York, New Jersey knows this fact. Like if you want like a good chopped cheese in New York, you find like you don't go to a name place, you go to a sketchy corner store. Typically they have a cat just wandering in the store for some reason.
But second of all, I'm here for it. But I mean, that's just rude.
Oh, dang good cat.
Bodega
cat.
Well, my stomach's growling. I'm sure my kids are hungry. I'm gonna have some leftover McDonald's, which I'm sure is gonna heat up well, but I don't care. I'm hungry.
Well, those fries heat up great.
I do the way I do it, and then I put some Lowry's on them. They taste really good.
Did you hear that in Maddie's live the other night when that guy said Trump brought back the snack wraps?
What?
Yes.
Do you know the
That
real
is-
reason why they brought back the snack wraps?
Well, one, the snack wraps aren't that great. Two, McDonald's always brings them back. And three, it's only they're thinking about making it permanent, but they don't know if they're going to yet.
They brought
How do I
them
know
back-
this? Because I work for them.
They brought them back because they couldn't sell the fucking chicken fingers.
Well, the
The-
chicken fingers were selling. They just weren't selling like they thought they were going to.
Mm-hmm.
They made my stomach do weird things.
They also
Sounds
have
about
Shout out to
they have a
Laura.
lettuce
Shout
shortage.
out before we end. Shout out to Laura for sending me $5 for ruining that conversation. Look, you didn't ruin that conversation with that dude. That was gonna be just. I was just gonna get. I know myself. I was gonna probably crash out within 5 minutes of that conversation.
Like they're
Really, you booting him probably saved my account for the day.
Yeah. Their chicken tenders are selling. It's just not, they thought it was going to be like how people buy chicken nuggets too, and that's not how it
Yeah, which they should have known better on that because we've done so many products like that. I think the only thing that sold relatively well similar to that was when we did wings, but the problem is people didn't want to wait for the wings because they took a long time to cook,
Yeah.
and you could specifically order light or dark meat, and it became a whole issue and way of ordering. It was a mess when we did that. I don't know why we did that.
Oh yeah, like it's like I work for the company that sells them, that specifically just sells McDonald's their shit. So it just half the shit they do half the time. Like they came out with like donut holes and shit. It's like,
Yeah,
what are
so
you doing? Because that's
the-
not going to work. Like
To
people
clarify
don't
for Laura,
donuts.
to clarify for Laura of us, yeah. So when people go down that path about indigenous people, I have a hard time not crashing out because I'm arguing against somebody that's trying to justify G-side.
Right.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Kayla, when I said we, I meant that. Go, Bubba. Go. When I said we, I meant that like I worked for the company in the U.S. for like 4 years. I worked in McDonald's in Arizona, and then I worked in McDonald's in Colorado too when I came here.
All right, yeah, first we gotta let Monica feed her babies.
This is true.
This is true. All right, I love you guys, and I will see you over the weekend, of course, because I don't go anywhere. But like,
All right.
Bye.
Whee!
maybe. Can't press the button. I'm trying. I couldn't get the button to press. I'm so sorry. Okay. Thank you guys for being here. I love you guys so much. Laura, thank you so much for the kick. I appreciate you. And there was, oh my God, who else was it? Somebody else kicked somebody. I feel bad. I don't remember. It was earlier. I don't remember. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the heart me's. Thank you guys so much for hitting all the gift goals, Megan. You know I love you so much. I will see you guys over the weekend. I will be back next week. Starting Tuesday, I will be back on 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. Mountain Time, whatever time that is for you guys, and we can start trying to have more conversations. See if we can get these Trumpers to stop hiding, because they seem to be hiding or delusional. Either one. I guess we'll see where that goes. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. I love you so much.